With what they're doing with the Damien, then problem. Yeah, don't run for Damien right now, right? They say I need Damien. Damien and Lisa would never be a label, right? So if that they want online a waste for them. Say Damien, I don't know, I think say Mr. Damien and Andrew laugh one time. I think they will get a lot, DJ Jamaica looks good on you. Why I said to me? Now about the left end, got them compliment there. When no man compliment you, man blush on them thing there, I'm glad to be black. I blush now too sure. I said, Betsy big up. I can't bunt in this day, man. And that me I kind of see some little snippets and I wonder. A long time people don't like Damien still, I remember when I used to say, yo, why did not give Damien a run? And the people them say, I disrespect PNP and I call out Damien have the money to do this. And a lot of people rush me and I say, right, I call Damien name again. So me can tell you, say, a long time, them not give Damien that strength there. I'm say that way. I'm soon in the box. Damien on the top of the earth. Lord God. That's why they need Damien right now as a man I can talk, But they go a PNP man there and hear what I go on. Because them man there full of information, See, Breeze, I want to go in your party, man.
Actually, you see them a scandal now. You show for them scandal, you can't find for them scandal, Yeah. So they will try to build up some like a fake scandal to hide for them scandal. So I just a curtain them I put up. Because everything where I go on in our JLP party right now is all out there. The one click a finger. Remember, you see, all right, the Starlink or Vars will get what they when you say we do it again. I that them a cover up and I use they use Crawford now and I cover that up.
We're not talking about here, we're not talking about Crawford issue then. I'm
getting
that out of the way. Because somebody
said Crawford now, they man not gonna away. They man not gonna away. I just mix up them, I try mix up. What did them talk about Sylvia last week? Yeah. This week them talk about the woman send a message say in dreams to somebody. Saying dreams to somebody. Yeah. Now then talk about Mark Bowling 2 days ago. And then today now them come out with Damien Crawford. Them people are full eye at them man. Them not no story.
All right, let's let's look at where you are, Jenna. Yeah. Jenna watch enough TV now.
So watch out, VG.
Yes, sir.
He move a KD a while ago.
Don't cut the people argument right. It's too early.
Yeah. We not come out with nothing. In the fact that yesterday at the parliament. At the parliament, right? Damien Crawford is a well-known spokesperson. Him talk facts and him digging at things, right? And the people, Damien Crawford to me is one of the PNP leagues asset them up on any committee you can think of. And to see the PSAC will control the spending of the country. Damien Crawford is a member on it, and then we hear all of a sudden Damien Crawford should be moved from the PSAC to replace.
And the PNP says so.
Exactly. That is the point we are
trying to make. Where did they me listen?
What on a man? Make it talk.
But me just listen to the
Jamaica Labour Party are the government. The Jamaica Labour Party are the government. VG cannot move Damien Crawford from the
PSAC. Jenna. But Seabreeze, I said, which part them say so? It come like it don't go so.
So all right, so here it
Make him play the tape, make you listen to it. My impact I run both from morning. And I find one part tonight where one little discussion where he said, where man say like him said maybe one part when he said maybe, so maybe you're not gonna let me sit on the committee, something like that. One little part.
I did not pay nothing like that.
The man said in the conversation, like a little joke thing, like him said, so maybe like them attack and he said, so maybe you're not let me sit on it. So it's like at that the part them have a run with.
So VG,
the man don't clear himself and say, all right then, because such and such of this date, I'm gonna step down from this or such date, I'm gonna remove myself. There's nothing like them that they say one attack is flawed.
All right.
There's nothing.
All right. So here
it's simple. When I look some things to run away because you don't know which part to understand at the minute.
All right.
We tell you the last night say at the minute.
We understand that.
So Seabreeze, I ask you a question, Seabreeze. I kind of hear the green tie thing and AI. Because I joke thing that if I
let me tell you something. Let me tell you, VG. No, VG. Remember, VG. The most thing with them people don't understand, regardless of what they are saying, is the JLP party is in power. right?
All right.
The main engine we run the vehicle is JLP. The door and the bonnet and the wing, them call them PMP then, right?
All right.
No, what I'm saying, rude boy, regardless of going on with Crawford right now today,
BG.
what's going on with in JLP
BG,
government right now is bigger than Crawford.
All right, hold on, Mr. Liquor. Without Crawford, so talk about the rest of the thing.
With all due respect, BG. You see, if a person don't understand how the government works, you don't speak on something that you don't know about. First thing,
I mean,
all right. So, if you may not allow me to talk, all right. So
my multi-mic series, nobody cut it.
All right. So we
don't got nothing to say because I say I don't got no problem. Them all right. Them a problem with you.
Mute your mic then, man. So you don't have to say nothing at all.
So with the PSAC, right?
Yes, sir.
The government have members that they appointed to the PSAC.
Okay.
So the PSAC is run. The main person who conduct the meetings and everything is a PMP member, which is Peter Bunting.
Okay.
Right? All right.
Yes.
Damian Crawford is a member as well. The only person can put Damian Crawford on the PSAC is a PMP. So if they want to remove him, the government side cannot remove him. The only thing the government can do is the PMP request a movement, and then the leader of the house put it on the motion and then move it, and they say, okay, they change this person from that person to that person. But the real thing about it is it's coming from the PMP who actually asked to remove Damian Crawford. Now, the other day, last week.
Hold on. You said they asked to remove him, so something really got so.
That's what I explained to you now. So why this argument come about now is they were sitting before this one, right? Damian Crawford in the same committee, and they were asked some question, and there was an exchange between him and Peter Bunting, where he must have to Peter Bunting say, look, it look like you don't want me to ask the questions that me want to ask, so whatever. So that is what CBs are come with. So right now, the next week when they sitting to go on, when sitting out of Parliament, you hear say Damian Crawford to lift up from the way in there. What that tell you?
Yeah, when they go here, man, they better hold on, let go you. Better love Crawford, you know.
BG.
BG,
listen, BG, hear me asking a BG. You see, BG play my grappler for straw.
Okay.
So listen me I say now.
Yes, sir.
Listen to this. Me I start from it. Them want to overshadow everything. They want deflect.
Okay.
They want the PMP in a turmoil. So here's the problem, you know. Bunting is like Damon asks a question. He might ask a series of questions. However, Bunting say answer like he might ask a question where she answer already. So what Bunting says is that like he answered and said, yeah, she had said that VG get that already. So
right.
So Damon Crawford no one
talking about the chuck them.
Wait a man. So Damon Crawford can answer, but Chairman. It seems like you don't want me to ask questions. Because him feel offended, say Bunting answer for the person.
Right.
Well, Bunting was only does 3 months everything and just say, yeah, man, she had said that already. However,
thank you.
So listen me now, you know. Yeah. So Bunting is a no member. Crawford. I am trying to be as few as possible because remember this is a committee of, you know what I say? And other members want to learn.
Thank you.
Anyway, so listen me now, you know. Some JLP now take it for me. They want to say we in a turmoil. Say Bunting and Damian Crawford. Listen that.
But I see a little video like.
No, man, I didn't make it at the jail.
I didn't make it, BG.
BG, let me finish up.
Finish, Richard. Richard, thank you for coming here. Thank you very much for coming, Richard.
Let me finish man.
BG, make Richard finish.
Then let me finish, bro. So at the JLP, them make it now to make it look like the PMP are fast forward now. Yesterday in Parliament, Damian Crawford with a neon green shirt, tie with him suit. Very well articulate dress. Look nice.
Yes.
However,
really nice. Much
really nice. Man, we had like a green tie and did it. The labor
mix up, colors mix up, you know?
Yeah, man. Cool, no, man. The labor, you know, they now nothing to talk about, you know. And they want to put it, say, Damian, I want over to Mark Golden and Bunting and Damian a 5 feet. Then put out something. You see, all of Damian Crawford was saying, he was talking about the lies were granted him attack on behalf of the people of Jamaica. So much so that Mark going to get up and say, Madam Speaker, I concur with my member, Damien Crawford from Northwest. And Mark going to continue it. With no labor, that's not about it now. What them too petty now? Don't make one video. Hold on. Let me finish up.
Yeah.
Let me finish up, bro.
Go on.
No, man, I tell you it out. So,
no,
me just come like a 2 minute me attack, you know. No, Damien Crawford with him green tie now, and then when them petty this now, one say, what happened last week, Damien Crawford a switch. So them a put on video about switch. We them know say now few look up PMP now. I know we stay now. We kind of like an issue. We'll start about Damien show you green and rare. So
but for I'm gonna ask you a question right there.
Let me just finish.
Hold on, Jenna. Quick question, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever wore a green tie?
Of course.
Of
course, I labor with a red tie.
All right, manners. I don't.
So the point to me, I get that it's just a labor at them now. Now, nothing to talk about. They want this truck. They want to beat the pictures of the PMP a war against them one another.
Nothing on that.
Leave it. Land you.
The question I ask you now.
Make Jenna alone talk.
Mr. You, me not know that question me ask. We are reason now. So me ask, did yesterday in the parliament, did they ask to remove Damien Crawford from the PSAC or not?
No, nothing go so.
Nothing go like that.
Nothing go like that.
Nothing.
So hold on.
Nothing go so.
Impact is the one.
Hold on. So when they asked if you could replace with a what the man name? That's what the man name.
No man. Them asked to replace Emmanuel with the UWI thing that a jog them thing. That
with the jog them.
What name? Dennis Garden.
Right.
Not Damien Crawford.
No man, no God matter, man. That's
listen, man, them asked that
VG.
Hold on,
VG, man, listen to VG. The ethics
just a while ago,
committee.
Mr. Cole come on a live and Mr. Cole said a while ago on a live, right? Said the reason why them ask Damien Crawford to step down is because Christopher Tufton is gonna be on the PSAC committee next week, and they want Dr. Daz here because him is a person who can deal with the health. So who I tell you lie now.
But wait, VG. You see committee, VG, you see committee when name. Listen me, VG, good. Christopher Tufton cannot face the PAAC. It's only the permanent secretaries and the. Let me finish up.
Garbage.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Man, look fit.
Listen now, VG.
Yes, sir.
VG, wait
no,
now, VG.
I keep talking,
VG, let me finish. Let me talk stupid. VG, listen me now, VG. That's a labor and sensible.
Stop it now, man.
VG.
It's too early for fight.
VG.
Yes, sir.
VG, the minister is a member of parliament in either Senate or the lower upper house. So any question you want asked by parliamentarians, they have the opportunity to ask the parliament. However, PAAC does not, let me repeat, does not question ministers. The PAAC is there to question the civil servants. Right, not the ministers.
So Mr. You.
Let me finish.
Hold on, Mr. You. May I ask
if you explain to you, you have understand.
Hold on, Mr. You hear this of VG. When Favor Williams go in front of the committee, who they go in front of?
Favor Williams go in front of the, listen to me, man.
In front of what? You say no minister can't go there.
It's too early for course.
No, but him answer. Favor Williams that never go in front of the PAAC. Let me explain something to you. Favor Williams go in front of the finance committee of the parliament, not the PAAC. The PAAC is for public servants, brother.
So,
the permanent secretary and chairman on board.
When Crawford was questioned at that time, it was not PAAC.
No, it was in the parliament. It was in the parliament.
Hold on, let me
stop them right. Everybody, stop them. DP, you go on here, man, because they might go cuss up this. What
Evening. Yeah. I always hear them accuse that man has been a liar and him just prove him and Seabreeze. Yesterday there was a motion move to, you said it right, to remove Damien Crawford and add Dr. Dawes to the PAAC. Anybody come and tell you otherwise, I lie them I tell. And why would they?
I know I cut you short, but I want to know, Hugh, if me see that, and that's exactly what I saw.
VG,
Yes,
where did you see that VG? There's nothing such.
On video. Oh God.
Let me see.
James, let me make a video, VG.
So why the PMP don't debunk it then and come out to that?
No, him says that AI. Hold on, General. Says that AI them cut up and just send.
Yes,
send
VG.
Yes.
There is nobody asking. VG, look at the PMP that kill themselves, VG. Damian Crawford is one of the most effective members on the PAAC who asking questions. Why now would the PMP remove a Damian Crawford to do it? The only reason why they not do that, if it is that the Minister of Health come in next week and they had wanted to replace him as the Mr. Coates. I mean, I hear that. But I'm saying to you, that would be a good justification. So, but why would they move Damian Crawford? Why would they move him? Why did they move somebody else?
More just Lego DP. No matter what I'm saying, nobody don't attack him. That's why I hear the next side, because he saw what I saw, and you're saying that it's fake, created by
what headline is it on VG?
The piece of parliament that I saw, that liquor piece was a liquor short piece, was created by JLP to create havoc. Don't answer me. Manners, leave it there, sir. Don't cut DP at all. Just make it hear what I says. Give me a good time to talk. Manners. VG,
thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, VG, as me say, you know a name Simon Kraskill and Ralston Iman?
Kraskill, I know the Kraskill. I don't remember.
All right. Up to this morning, the man never talk about the same thing. And I question it too. Why a bright mind of the PMP would be moved? Ralston Iman mentioned, said Damian and Peter Bunting haven't been seen eye to eye from the whole boatman thing on Portland and money never spent. So when I pick up from them and them a PMP say some bitter blood did it. But you see the PMP that are them strategy, you know. Yesterday I made up on a live and one come named Carla call me liar because me tell Scrub say the PMPs in them actually are self-destruct right now. They're not united. And him not try to lie, me a tell and whatever. But don't make you and Seabreeze come mislead you. No, them a do what Trump do, you know. You see something with your own eye and them a tell you no, say it's not real.
It not go so.
Don't make them mislead you, brother. You see exactly what happened.
But like a Jenna, go on before we let them go again then. God, Jenna, are you not ready yet?
Jenna. As I say, all right, you see a while ago, Mr. You said something, and Mr. Man, Mr. Man.
Let me hear the tape.
Yeah, Mr. Man.
I look for it.
Mr. Man, we stand corrected if Wemsey makes sense, and that's why I don't say anything. So, me stand corrected if I saw it go. I'm going to check it myself. You understand? No, I just simply said to Mr. You, right? And him said, no, it's an AI. When me don't like you for to know as a host, if you can find just type in the sitting of Parliament yesterday and you understand part there.
Parliament.
Yeah, you will see.
All right.
If me wrong again, me stand corrected. Because that's what me say, that's what me operate.
Me want to come with some clear evidence, like how people can come with some clear evidence about the JLP.
No, but if I play the video, the both of you said it was made up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So that argument is
because so what they were
even if I find the video, you're saying that piece of video was just a little piece where JLP cut out and nothing go so.
Yeah, because it should be. It have to be more than that.
But it's Parliament. It's in Parliament.
But then come on, man. I don't have to be more than that, BG.
Why would I listen you when I heard them say it in Parliament? The same to everybody else.
That's how in Parliament. The moment they can put all the Parliament vice in there.
They create the vice and everything.
So VG,
man. Now what do you VG, man? Come on, man.
That means the question. That means it can happen on both sides. Then, guys, the JLP have the competence to do that. That means the PNP have the competence. Okay, so
let me tell you something.
The PNP attack a lie then.
JLP people already apologize, you know. When them put out something about time, what's it, my man already, you know. We AI something, you know.
Sorry, Chuck, what
Achoo.
VG.
Yes,
VG,
sir.
let me give you a couple background about JLP creating AI.
Yes,
when
sir.
Mark Bolden did chip a bad word on the campaign trail, then say JLP create AI. That's true?
When the customer but I said you go.
Yeah. And this
No,
is
all
why
right,
Bonnie
yes.
said,
No,
apologize for doing it.
that now we need
Hold
to
on.
talk about because you
Allow me
could
to
see
speak, allow me to
the
speak.
mic, the
Seabreeze, allow me to
microphone
speak.
catching.
All right,
Seabreeze,
You could
allow
have read
me
it from
to
the lip when he
speak.
was saying it.
All right,
Seabreeze,
so that
allow
one
me
they
to
make.
speak.
That one they we know
That was not
inside.
AI. We are talking about
All
real
right.
AI.
Allow
Like
me-
how
All right, all of
JLP
you,
come apologize.
all of you, Seabreeze.
All of you,
You have
Seabreeze.
to
And
hold
allow
a
me
good
to
view
speak.
though. Don't
Thank
dive in. All a good mute.
All right.
Mute it. Maybe really mute the microphone. We want your
Yes.
own mute. So you
All
lock
right.
off.
So, VG, when that happened, themselves, Labour Party create AI. Not true?
Yeah, remember that.
Then
time,
Mark
yeah,
Golden
yeah.
step up and apologize.
Right.
All right. When Joel and Silvera, them say, a Juliet Wellness killer, fair land.
For the land.
Now our
Yeah,
husband
okay.
plead guilty.
Okay. I know it change up.
Now we change up the husband plead guilty.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Peter Bunting is in charge of the PAAC. And he's taking
Yes.
steps to remove Damien Crawford.
There's a
Again.
problem now, you know.
A JLP create AI.
So what Damien Crawford? What Damien Crawford not come on?
Seabreeze, hold on, Seabreeze. Finley, with you Richards, never come to me and tell me no drama yet. Me listen, you are me believe now, you Richards. Why you Richards say something wrong there, so like my ear something wrong? Why would I say that to me?
Well, it's either one of two things. It's either he is deliberately misleading you or he's buying into the narrative.
Let him go
me
down
ask you
there.
this now,
Yeah, all right,
and
go on,
ask
go on,
yourself
go on.
this question.
All right.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is it?
Hold on,
What,
please.
just a question. What is it the JLP have to gain by doing this? What will be the gain?
If that happened, what would be the gain for
VG,
who's that?
VG,
Yeah, go on,
VG,
go on.
clarification.
What?
You know, VG, I just
Go
called
on.
somebody from the PMP and I was told that yesterday it was said by Floyd Green that they are moving Damien Crawford from the PAAC to replace him with Alfred Doss. So that's
what I was saying.
Yeah, but you hear me now?
That's what I
so
was
the
just saying.
speculation, the JP
So why you there?
No, that's what I'm saying.
You apologize now.
VG, wait now. Jesus Christ.
Apologize.
You see me go
But-
see.
but
Apologize to me now.
VG,
But Seabreeze,
VG,
Apologize to me now.
you see me go
Hold on,
see.
hold on,
VG, wait now,
hold on,
VG.
Jenna.
You see, you go
VG.
seek clarification because you just want to know.
Okay.
However,
So now, Mr. Richards, now
Yes,
the man
see-
feel away say it
no man, wait no man, them done it. So I am saying to you,
yeah.
yes, they are moving him. So me apologize for this fact that they are moving. But
Yeah.
the reason that they are enunciate that they are moving him, I will not
Yes.
subscribe to that. They might put
VG.
things to it. You get to me, Mr. VG?
VG.
No, we're
VG,
not
hold on,
talking
hold
about
on, Jenna.
who's
VG,
that? Yeah,
VG,
yeah,
listen to me carefully now.
yeah. Yes, sir.
The JLP nominates its members, the PMP nominates its members. The JLP cannot remove a PMP member and replace them with another. Mark Golden and the leadership of the PMP.
VG,
No, nobody asked that. No, hold on,
Them
Richard. Nobody
one
asked that.
for the
Stop,
PMP
stop.
side.
No, somebody said, Camille said, and I said no.
VG, did I say that a while ago, VG?
No.
Seabreeze said.
VG, did I say that a while ago, VG?
No, you never said something. No.
I
Don't
never
come
said
with
that
clarification
neither.
while ago,
I
VG.
never said that. Nobody never said that up here.
All right, make us stop.
But
Make us
VG,
stop.
don't
from
you
the
Richards who
propaganda.
came on the
That's
program
right.
and
No,
was saying that
no.
wait a minute, I was saying that Danger is a liar. Come and clarify
No.
and say that I go and
Here.
get clarification and they are
Manners.
moving him to replace with Dr.
And
Dawes.
the
The reason for it is not
And-
explained, but the JLP
You know
them
what?
saying is because we are in disunity. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
VG.
So VG, the reason is not explained.
And you know, to the allow.
So
Who is
Eh.
VG?
As
Who is
in
chairman?
politics.
Who runs the PAC? Peter Bunting.
Jesus,
Peter
wait
Bunting
the
is the one
wait the man,
in charge. Peter
wait the
Bunting deciding on
So
the
you,
members.
hold on, you. If the man them use that because of how politics.
No, but
work.
wait the Chuck, wait the Chuck. Wait a man, VG, I went for clarification from source in the PMP. So more finish now. More finish now. Wait a man, more finish. So listen now, VG. Listen now, VG. More finish.
Yes, sir.
However,
Yes, sir.
the reason that the JLP is saying that is because we are in this unity is false. Because
No, if you don't-
because
you
wait a
two
man,
seconds-
wait a man, as Bunting is the chairman of the committee, if the
Yes.
chairman have a problem with a member,
Yes.
it is for the chairman to tell the opposition leader that would have a problem with the member when I see eye to eye.
And that is what he did.
Slow down now. Slow down now. That's all we're
So
saying.
I am speculating that is that happened.
No,
I am
Manners,
speculating.
Rich, hold on. That's Manners, General. I try to say a different way that I would say it. Let's say to agree. Richard, this is a bit good now. All them use is politics, you know. So if you say Bunting and Rasta, Crawford, now go on too good to a Bunting, I'm going to replace Rasta. I'm not allowed to say that. Look how weird. Why you so vexed? Let's leave it there.
No. I am agreeing.
You're too hot.
No, I am agreeing, but they are saying that the PMP is in turmoil. Or them fear say that we're in a turmoil. Even I want member.
What to Crawford? Where Crawford? Or not Crawford? Or the next man? The Westmoreland man. What's name again?
Dayton. Dayton on the committee. Dayton on a few committee. I want a committee, you know. I want a committee, but guess what, man? You see, the PAAC is the most important committee. Ideally, the appropriation of government money spending.
All right, leg about Jenna and Chuck.
All right, so let me that's earlier.
And then Chuck next.
Let me that's earlier.
Last talking about DP.
Yeah. So
Serious, mute your mic, please. Enough respect.
Yeah, so
had you Blair no VG? You have other information. Had you Blair, you have other information than we have.
The man are too bad, but can't control them too bad. Blair.
Yeah, Blair. Yeah,
all right, so after you, we'll go back in a room. So we're gonna look about DP, then Chuck, Blair.
Yeah, so before Mr. Yu come on the platform, Seabreeze was the one who said it. It's the Jamaica Labour Party who was trying to remove him.
Nobody, him say never said so. Nobody call him and make him start.
No, but Stevie, if him say something, me have to tell him, like on me, admit to him, say.
Him say him never say it, nobody say it again, because we're going to start close.
All right. In other words,
so
the same thing when me say earlier on, Chuck come say it in a different way, but it's the same way.
It's the same.
Yes, exactly. What I was saying is, I said the Jamaica Labour Party cannot remove nobody, so it must be a request from the People's National Party, and that is where I say right now, it's not like something going on into the PNP. No, it's the PNP. No have a problem with me saying it. Then we can't help. No, we see something we are talking, and it is what it is.
All right, no, we're gonna leg of DP though. That one they make me feel that way because reason being. The argument that happened before we verify it. So it just shows how sometimes we argue about things and it's not the truth. We don't have the truth and we're wrong and strong sometimes. But it kind of work out itself. But them things, I'm glad it fixed. You know, because a while ago I sit down and say, yo, them for them body, man. But go on, DP, what you say, go on? Nothing? DP, all the rest.
So come, yeah.
DP saying so come.
All right, Chuck, go on, Chuck. What you say?
But as I said, VG, listen, there's a lot of things going on. There was the last sitting at the PAC.
But before Chuck come here, could I clarify?
Blair,
can I just clarify?
Blair.
Come with Blair. Just hold on, just let me make a point and then we come to you. Are you next man? Just hold on to your point.
All right, good.
The last sitting at the PAC. Mr. Crawford and Mr. Bunting had an exchange where Bunting accused me of trying to silence him. And then the next thing we hear is that he's been removed. How would you put the two of them together, VG?
As simple as it sounds.
All right. Me and you have an argument. They're the chairman of the committee. Me and you had an altercation, basically.
I said, VG
and the next thing is that I am being removed.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is simple. Now, does that mean the Hope Road are burned down? No, no, it just means that two man and I say eye to eye. So I don't see why whole Labour Party don't get it. The only reason why Labour Party involved is the government have to move the motion to replace him, but it have to be requested by somebody. Okay, it have to be requested by somebody. And the funniest thing, VG, do you know who put it in place? So is an opposition member chair the PAC?
No.
Bruce Golding. Under the 18 years of PMP, it was a PMP member chairing the PAC there, so there was no accountability. Like now you have the opposition leading the more as you Richard call it the most powerful.
It was Ed Bartlett.
Bruce,
no, stop tell lie. It was Ed Bartlett was chair the PAC and the PMP, and Ardisha was chair the PAC. Don't tell a lie. Them two committees, Edward Siago time, been chaired by that. The other committees where Andrew was chaired the members were chaired, where Amber Bruce was chaired by opposition members. But them two committees, the PAAC and the PAC, was always chaired by opposition members. Top tell lie.
It's not a lie. Slow down and stop saying lie. A while ago.
yeah.
What do you think you're telling a lie a while ago? But sometimes you might hear something and you have to invest and make sure it's right. So stop using the word lie. It's too hard.
More clarification from when we listen to Nationwide. Nationwide said that Damian Crawford
Mr. Blair,
was asked to remove.
Richard,
Wait to turn it.
Make Chuck finish and come to me.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Richards, let me cast a wider umbrella under my statement. It was the Jamaica Labour Party that made those changes. The Jamaica Labour Party. I'm not going to tell you who did I lead it. You seem to be very thin-skinned about these things. I am. The fact is, only the party chairman can request certain changes to the party. Nobody else can do it. The PMP can dictate its own member. The Jamaica Labour Party and it all cannot change a PMP member from the party. The PMP, Peter Bunting cannot change a Labour Party member from the party. Right? And that is
yes, that's already. Reach a point. Which point
so if a request is made, it has to come from the side that the person is being requested.
Yes, and the person who to deliver it is the leader going business.
Mr. Richard, I can speak for myself, sir.
Make him finish some there, can talk, Richard.
Secondly, the idea that no member, no MP can be summoned before the PAC is incorrect. Members of Parliament have been summoned before the PAAC on several occasions, sir. Members of Parliament can be summoned to be questioned and things concerning their ministry. So, listen to me. Nobody have come with it.
So, Mr. You have to apologize now.
Make him let down. You don't.
I remember some media apologize a while ago for the same thing.
You want too much apology, man. Don't want to apologize.
Yes, man. Yeah, but I'm going to hear the whole world here when him say him apologize.
Let me yield to Comrade Blair.
Yeah. Good afternoon to the panelists. Good afternoon to those in the chat and those on the fire page.
Who was ready for my time now?
Hold on first. Jenna is right, you know. It is called politicking. So if we drop the ball and don't present the information, them have all right to run with what they want. Clarity is very important. But let me just put some clarity to the Damian Crawford issue.
Okay.
The Damian Crawford was voluntarily asked to be removed to facilitate Dr. Daz because the Ministry of Health, which is in the public glare at this time, based on the Auditor General's audit, will be before the PAAC next. And they want to facilitate Dr. Daz.
You sound like you contradict what the other you said earlier, though, you know.
DP, I am not speaking on behalf of the other you.
I'm just saying you're contradicting his statement.
No, listen. I am clarifying what has been in the
in other words, you're saying he was wrong.
I am speaking from an informed position.
So Blair, someone is saying, so you're saying that David is not.
Richard was not.
Blair,
can I be allowed to finish, please?
Yeah, but I just want to ask you a question quick. Someone is saying, so Damian Crawford is capable of dealing with
No.
Deal with that situation.
No.
Okay,
what they wanted.
Hold on, just for clarity. That no is saying he's not qualified, or you're saying no one interjecting?
DP.
He's saying he's not qualified.
DP. I don't want you to interrupt. Damian is
no Richard.
Hold on, man. I wish.
Wait, Mr. Blair, you are misleading. You can't do it by the party. I tell you about me official of the party. Can I speak, please? Please allow me. And what you said
Yeah,
on
go speak
nationwide.
on my time. No, I
You
know
can't
No,
what
speak
your
on my
time,
time.
man. Your time, brother. Me just a sorry,
No,
because
my
you're
time.
misleading. You are. But you're mislead. You're
My
mislead.
time.
Gentle people, you're about comrades now.
Miss
please.
Day, you're mislead. I
Please,
wouldn't go
comrade,
so
get
Mr.
along.
Mr. Blade to come like we are two
The
different
party
something.
is in turmoil and the bloggers are in
All
turmoil.
right, talk, go on, talk, Mr. Blade.
EVG, the party is in turmoil and the bloggers are in
Blair,
turmoil.
but
See
Blair God,
You
Lord God,
Blair
VG,
God, you're
VG,
not
that's
safe and
exactly
no
what
black
happened in
people.
the
Feel bad,
PAC.
Lord God.
VG,
When I make me look bad.
You
I might
Blair
time
God,
now, I
you're
might
not
time
No,
now.
safe
BG,
You
and
can't
no
give me
black
time.
BG.
people.
I might
Mr.
time.
Blair.
I might time.
No, I know what you're trying to clear about. We soon go right back there, sir. DP asked him a good question, and it's after
I'm
he
gonna
realized
answer.
it's a good.
I'm
You
gonna answer,
can't
kind
answer
of.
him. Him soon come back. I don't
No,
know.
Richard,
No,
you can't answer him.
Richard.
You
BG,
can't
we can't
answer
clarity.
him. No,
Yeah, but
more
you
Give me
can't
time.
clarity.
No,
BG,
my time.
they
More
got
my
one
time.
Not for
No,
him,
Richard,
Not for him.
you can't
Not for
answer
him.
for somebody
No,
else.
but me want
Yes,
to clarify
no.
something me say. Me
So
want to clarify something me
Richard,
say for 1
when
minute.
are your
Was it
time to
that year?
talk?
When is
When
your
are your
time
time
there?
to talk, brother?
Richard.
Because you bother
Yeah.
people for every life. I mean, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no, you
However,
can't-
let me
you
start.
can't
Let me start with the VG. I want to apologize to Mr. Richards because I called him a liar a while ago. The fact that he
Richards,
got
okay.
the information and
Right,
came back
yes.
with the right information, I
True.
withdraw that comment
Big
that
up.
he's a liar. And it take
Big
a
up.
big man for say them wrong, so me withdraw that.
Big
Right?
up.
What
Big
they
up.
are doing now, this is something that it's a plan of the PNP and them jump and blame AI. That you
It's not a plan. It was a plan. It was never.
no man, me I tell you, no, what happened is, hear me I say, brother, me I've been doing this and I got all about, me walk TikTok street. They don't want you to talk about the party. So you remember Seabreeze first jump up in my box and I say, oh, no, go so. I like them I tell. And them I try move and I try because all of the cascas and the come because they don't want you to talk about them. How can you be talking about something that you don't know and you have people like me and your VG where we not just come and just chat? I was told this, that's my question the more you ask sometimes you already know the answer. But just to spray or all kind of whatever, you even pretend like you're totally oblivious to the thing because you're a smart man. But it just proves that you had two comrades run out a while ago with the agenda. The agenda is do not let PNP look bad. Because if you do that, then people are going to talk.
All right, you're welcome. So Blair come back.
Mr. Blair come back. Mr. Blair come back.
So I think we can give back in time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Like him answer the question though, VG.
I'm asking. Remind him. The
So
Damon Crawford.
VG
So
asked
Blair,
you,
yes.
VG asked you, Mr. Blair, if Damien is not qualified.
You're not. You don't have to repeat the question. I heard the question.
Right.
Damien is fully qualified to sit on the PAAC and ask any question.
Oh.
Right?
So why you not moving?
But no, hold on.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
The party wanted to have Dr. Das, who is the line minister.
So don't say Damien volunteered to step down then because that's how you put it out. When you put it out to say Damien has voluntarily removed himself, which is a lie. VG, that mean that the party moved Damien to put Vaz.
DP, stop speaking.
Make him go.
National Party.
Make him go.
Not a part of the PNP.
He's not a part. I don't know why I'm chat someone for PNP. But like him.
I am asking for your protection, sir.
Man, try. DP, nobody give him the full run. Hold on. Let me let go Jenna for 1 second first. You might ask for one quick letter. Jenna, say one quick. You might ask for one quick letter. Jenna, what you want to ask? Quick.
Yeah, no, we ask Mr. Blair if it's all right. So if nobody else is on the committee, we could have moved instead of Damien Crawford.
Oh, you have more people on it.
Hold on. The question was asked, and Damien volunteered.
He volunteered.
No, he did
he
not
volunteer.
And
VG, let him done. We can't stop him. Yeah.
VG.
No, could I post? I am asking.
No, I put it
VG.
It never look good. Whenever you hear about it, it never feel good.
VG.
Yes, never volunteer.
VG, let me tell you this. And I said
You're
this
right.
all the while.
You're right. It must
So
VG,
you think
me
you
and
think them would have just go and remove him?
Got the same barber.
Me
and Damien Crawford go to the same barber. People shock when me say it all the while because Damien is a Rasta man, Me and Damien got the same barber. Damien was not asked to resign. That's a lie.
All right, leave it there, sir. But here, you see when Sir Blair talk, he does a talk for him truth, and we're just going to listen
and make sense out of it. We can't stop him and rush him.
Truth is not relative. Truth is truth. It's not your truth and my truth. Truth is not relative.
Yeah,
truth is
yeah,
truth.
the shock, and they throw him off, and the vex. I feel it in the vex. To me, remember the video, but Mac Blair said what him know. And
VG, don't make them fool you here.
No, I'm not trying to fool
you, VG.
And me alone about them difference. People are listening.
Yeah, no,
sense out there. All right, let the man talk. Nobody
just as bad like
them
people here, man.
That's what I'm dealing with more time.
Listen. The People's National Party is a democratic party.
Manners.
Comrade Damian Crawford would not be removed from the PAAC and first hearing it in Parliament yesterday.
Okay.
Not the People's National Party. Them don't work like that. Damian, because I got that news 4:20 this morning, and I seek clarification when I realized that Damian was removed. I asked the question why Damian was removed. Right? And the clarification I get is that it is to facilitate Dr. Daz, who is the opposition spokesman, and help, because the health ministry will be before the PAAC next Tuesday. So in order to facilitate the opposition spokesman and help in the PAC to help with the questioning, being that he's the one who is shadowing the health ministry.
But why Damian not somebody?
Hold on, Jenna. No, Jenna, don't do it.
Damian volunteered to allow Dr. Daz to come. I have no more information than that.
And you got the information from the inside the part, the card carried people.
My information, I get it from an informed source.
Big up. All right. Manners.
Argument.
It is what that's your truth. Argument done. See, breeze where I could go on this one.
No, but okay. So
I know. Go on.
Yeah.
Sea breeze can. Yeah.
All right, because one thing when I work my phone for everything.
All right. Yes, sir.
You see when Mr. Blair say a while ago, me answer someone not tell him. But you see, first we tell Mr. Blair that them only make a PMP look bad. Look what I say that. If the PMP are gonna move, based on the PMP are gonna move Damian Crawford. Why Damian Crawford of all the 6 members that the PMP are on it? One.
That Jenna want to know. Jenna asked you.
Let me tell you the official report me get is that Damian Crawford asked to remove, and his thing is that the chairman is not giving him enough leverage to ask questions. That are them
them not get along.
No, wait, no man. So that's what I'm saying to you. So maybe don't talk, man. Maybe don't say, man. That is him. So involuntarily ask, not because Dr. Daz is to be there. Volunteer ask. However, the PMP have to put somebody, so they put Dr. Daz. Because if I them not move him to put Dr. Daz, there's a lot of PMP members on it when now contribute half as much as Damian. Because Damian is a questioner on the PAC if you watch it hard.
True.
But in him feelings, and Damian, I'm a friend, I say in turn, him believes it. And if you watch it, it's something what you know. It was a question that him asked that was answered already. And Comrade Bunting said, answer the question, and in turn, in him feelings, and said, Madam Mr. Chairman, it look like you don't want me asking the question because the question was asked already. Then Bunting turned to him and said, no, member, because as the chairman, I don't want to seek to be impartial. I want to be partial. I want to be impartial. So other members want to, and Damon, as anybody know who petty, Damon, I'm a friend, you know, in them feelings.
We can talk about petty.
No, let me finish. So let me just say it though. So the long and the short, Damon asked to be replaced because Imam Bunting claims and then asked eye to eye because him upset the Bunting now allow him to answer. If you watch something, a one-time Bunting intervene is when him asked a question that was answered rhetorically again. Bunting said yes, it was answered, and him upset with that.
All right.
And in a feeling, then go and leave it. So, I know nobody asks him to move or asks if somebody move because they want to put Dr. Daz. If he never moved Dr. Daz, would have never been on the committee. Because Damien could have asked the Ministry of Health the same question with Dr. Daz asked. All they do, Dr. Daz that give him the information to ask. Yeah. So me make sense when me say
Post. This sounds like damage control.
No, hold on, another DP. Let me little. Yeah, no. It is. Man, it's a reason. Yeah, it makes more sense to how you say it happened, and I don't think factually we're gonna really know because what you said and what he said. You have two ways it could have happened. I'm gonna show you a joke though. I think right. You. I think say Damian Crawford is voted for the PAAC for hurting bunting feelings. I could have someone as a chat, and someone answered by saying, "Vying for leadership. First thing, isolate your opponent." So you see what's going on. It have a little thing, so people can take it up and make it look weird.
Bunting that's 70. So why would Bunting want to lead a party where the next leader of the JLP would be Flat Green, who is going 950? I saw with a fool.
How you know what we don't know?
Let go Jenna then.
So hold on. Mark no older than Peter.
I don't know.
No, I think Peter older. But anyway,
Peter's far older. Let go Jenna DP.
That was just a question. I don't know.
Yeah, big
up.
Peter Bunting is 66 years old.
I'm Mark how much?
50, right?
Mark 60 this year.
Oh, so there's not much difference. Like 3 years different. But anyway,
no, 6 year difference. 66 and 60. 6 year
Peter
difference.
Bunting 66 and 63, Vision.
66.
All right, so 6 years different. All right, so here this to Madam DJ. So
well, there's nothing Trump in the 1970s.
Me listen to what Mr. Blair said, right? And it's easy for the PNP to come and try to fix something we're already out there. And everybody knows. So, as I said earlier on, is Damian Crawford choose a day like yesterday when he knows that they're going to remove him from
the
PSAC to wear a green tie. What signal is that he's sending to Mark Golding and the People's National Party?
The man, them same just people dress up. No, that man.
No, the thing is,
VG, that don't see breeze, man. Just have to touch the snipe box.
That is a form of protest.
No, that's a good question. That's a good question, but Damian Crawford must answer the question when you try to ask. Damian Crawford must answer the question. The member said him is in a PMP constituency, not same constituency. He's in a PMP because they put a dog, the dog win.
No.
Ask the question, that question he need to answer.
No, remember, now we're not
getting an answer. Me can't get a one talk.
When Jenna landed,
Let me land first. All right, so earlier on, with the confrontation between Peter Bunting and Damian Crawford, it wasn't a question he asked the lady. He asked a question, he asked a question to the lady, and that said, it's out of the lady jurisdiction to answer the question. You understand? And that is when Damian Crawford get upset and say, boy, I'm gonna ask a question. So I don't know if that you get to me and say, but anyway, go on DP.
But so now my time, Mr. Blair. Mr. Blair, my time.
No, comment.
You see, you don't like this. You don't like when nobody cut to know. I want to talk, on defend it, and then you not cut off people. Right, so make that be the precedent. If you want to cut people, let them cut you. Because I asked clarification. VG, the host, asked you a question. Isn't it that Damian wasn't qualified? And you said no, and I was protecting you because that sounds wrong. So I asked you, were you saying no, it's not qualified, or were you using it to interject to say no, hold on, let me explain.
You see, I did not get a chance to finish the question.
You're right, but it's all right.
I did not get a chance to finish the question.
You never know, because I'm enjoying this. Let me just tell you, I'm enjoying both views against each other because you come with something that makes sense, and you say something with someone more plausible. You even say, whosoever you get your information from is not credible.
So Blair myself is a comment when we not what with the PMP, you know? The PMP have opinionated people. We don't stay that we don't talk about.
We don't need to share opinion. We need
you can't tell me not talk about me.
Well, if you don't want to hear nothing crazy, it's my time to talk.
Richard, I'm not saying that.
Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that heard that Blair put something on the table, and Jenna did say it earlier. You remember Jenna was trying to convince your VG that what you say is true and what you saw, and he said you heard that Cole was on another live, and Cole said no, it's not no removal, nothing. What happened is the party asked Damian to step aside for your love. That's the company.
Yes.
Right?
You're right.
And Richard was saying, not me a journalist, brother, by training. Richard was saying, no, go so whatever, make no sense and whatever. Then he come back now. And Blair came with the same argument that Jenna said, that Cole said on another live. And Blair, Richard now is saying that, no, that don't make no sense because that would make the party look bad on Damien because Damien is qualified to ask questions.
Yes.
Right? So I'm telling you this. You have to take my word for it, VG. There's a problem. I heard Ralston Hyman tell Simon this morning, say, from Damien did go run down my constituency.
By PMP, DPs.
That had nothing to do with this. Shut up and listen to me.
Are you remember the PMP and EC?
Ralston Hyman said that, listen, VG, Damien Crawford and Peter Bunting haven't been seen eye to eye from Damien run down at the by-election, which was 2019. Yes.
Good.
Right? So there's a bit of blood in the thing. The next thing is Damien is sharpening up and rebranding for challenge Mark Golden. PMP do not want a challenge. And somebody read it a while ago. The first thing to isolate your opponent.
Mute, Richard.
So because Damien has shine and don't trust them. Can you hear me? The first thing you saying, me and Damien are friend. You hear him say about Damien a while ago? Oh, Damien this and Damien that don't trust them. They don't want us to have blood to run with because of that. This is blood. Don't make them fool you. PMP a fight against PMP. PMP a try to hold on PMP. And I land there.
Damien with the vibes it up still. That's all we can tell you.
BJ, beg 1 minute.
No,
BJ, beg 1 minute.
No, Richard. We can't do it.
Okay. I'm after Chuck.
No, Blair.
I've said this many occasions, BJ, and I say it again. Myself and Damien Crawford got the same barbershop. Now, people shocked because they said Damien a Rasta. Myself and Damien Crawford got the same barbershop. After every parliament, after every committee meeting, come at the barbershop. If you want to hear a story. With barbershop, let me tell you what the barbershop is. It's the right on Chelsea Avenue. In him, that one.
Hold on. I realize that I joke.
No, that one. Right on Chelsea.
So being a fiscal parliament, then you can PMP business can tell you about it.
No, people can't. Lord God.
So you're fast willing to hang your friend. No. Barbershop.
So I'm glad you say it. No, because I can't even ask him couldn't I don't know. I can't even right now.
No problem.
But I can tell you this, VG, that from that sitting at the house, when we were at that location and Damien was venting, the statement was made. The statement was made that I bet him I'm going to try to take me off of the committee now. So from the time that Damien knew what was coming. So do not believe this notion about, Damien was asked and he agreed to make way. Bull crap. As Hugh Richard said, there are several other persons on the committee who don't have a public profile like Damien Crawford. But if you want to remove somebody to accommodate that, you could remove one of the backbencher them, as you call them. You could remove a backbencher. Why would you remove one of your most prolific, one of your leadership candidate to put in that? No, that's not necessary. You have several backbenchers that was there. The fact is, Peter Bunting and Damien Crawford, Peter Bunting believed that Damien Crawford is getting too bright. Him a passing place, him no rate me. Me not sit down on the committee with him. Mark Golden now don't have the backbone to stand up to Peter Bunting. So whatever they say will go. It is simply that. Now, whether or not Labour Party talk about it is neither here or there, it not change the fact that it not change the fact.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I just what happened.
All right.
VG, it cannot be coincident that the day after them have a public spot on the committee, you remove the man. It is in plain sight. Me not like what you do, so I'm going to take you off.
I'm asking a whole different question. Love to have a move goalposts and everything. What do you think about the Sylvia situation? You think she got through and get the murder charge or the manslaughter thing makes sense? If she try charge for murder,
I believe, I support the deal. I support the deal. I think it was a good deal. It saved a lot of money, saved the court's time. And we have seen cases where several high-profile murderers get away because of some simple technicality. Now, we believe that anything can go wrong in the course of a trial. All the lawyer need is to create reasonable doubt, and he could walk free. So if we can get a manslaughter where we can put him down for 15 to 20 years, take it. It's a good deal. I have no problem with it.
All right, big up. Sorry for changing.
No problem, man. No problem.
Big up. Blair, what you want to talk about? I don't think we need to talk about the Crawford situation anymore. Yeah, just go on.
Damian have ambition of leaving the People's National Party.
Of leaving?
That is one. Leading.
To leave politics. Leading. Lord God, they make Richards come back now again. Go on.
No, I don't need Richards to come in for what me say.
Big up.
Damian Crawford have ambition of leading the People's National Party. And if you want to lead the People's National Party, you would not do things to undermine the party. Based on the statement that Chuck just make that they mean a barbershop a talk about bet and soon do something. Those would be undermining his own credibility to succeed as a leader.
Yeah, man, a lot of people here a while ago. A lot of people just here. Thank you, Mr.
Richards. Man.
No, Richard,
Mr. Blair, didn't you say the PMP is a democratical party? So you're saying the man don't have the freedom to express his feelings? That's why you're saying it's a cult party?
Stop it,
and if he expresses his opinion, that means
we're going to find him.
DP. In a democratic party, you have to have support.
Okay.
You have to have support. If you don't have support,
we want Damian. We support Damian.
Anything else?
Damian is a choice.
Can I reclaim my time? Thank you. In a democratic party, you're going to need support. You can't undermine the same support where you're going to rely on when you want to aspire for leadership. So nobody people say you can kick the party under the bus and then put your hat in the ring to come lead the said party.
So that don't go both ways?
I just want everybody
Peter
to
Phillips did it too.
Peter Phillips did it too.
DP.
No, don't stop.
Let's leave it that. No. Why would I every time you open my mouth because
never dry up.
You all find favor in what you Richard said. You won't find favor in what I said. Because
you Richard come across more credible on this topic though.
No, because his narrative is aligned with your narrative. Mine is not.
No.
Mine is not.
My narrative is aligned with
Mr. Blair, may you say the same thing, Mr. Blair? May you say the same thing? But the younger thing you said, the reason, younger different man, I've just said the reason why I'm doing it, I have to facilitate Dr. Dawes. Nothing no go so.
I agree with you, Richards. Spot on.
Well, when I speak from an informed position.
And your informed position.
We are both speaking from informed. We are both speaking from informed position.
I'm loving this. VG, I like this. VG, I like it.
Richard is not speaking from an informed position.
VG, I like this. VG, talk to man, you're not like this. VG, you're not liking this. VG, answer me. VG, you're not enjoying this.
Can I
allow Mr. Blair to finish, please? Yes,
thank you, Richard.
Yeah. The PNP is a democratic party, though.
So the man free to go barbershop to say anything you want to say.
Can pick up the phone and call anybody we wish to call.
Call Damon right now. You can tell who I go on. Call Damon right now.
Understand?
Nobody have their number.
I don't think that Damon will resist
Mr. Blair, Mr. Blair, talk, please. Thanks.
I don't think Damon will risk his own credibility to throw the party under the bus and at the same time want to support the party. Want the support of the party when it's time for leadership come. So I don't think he will undermine him himself. So let us just leave it there. My source said Damian volunteered to remove himself from the PAAC to facilitate Dr. Dawes, the opposition spokesman and health, because the health ministry will be before the PAAC next Tuesday.
All right, big up.
That is what I get from the party. I can't say otherwise. Thank you.
All right.
So,
So,
let me go on to comment. I will not comment anymore on it. I'm going to comment on the
you're not finished.
Silvera,
Okay.
the Silvera situation.
See, Breeze, we'll let you go in. Okay, you know, say nothing up there again. I'll let you go in.
The
Yeah, man. That's good for me.
Big up.
Come on.
the plea deal, which the prosecution offered defense.
Yes.
I appreciate it. And as Chuck said, technicality in a murder trial can have a murderer walking scotch-free.
Someone said in the comments, suppose I never him. Suppose he might take the fall for somebody.
With a fiend problem that. A fiend problem
that is behind the point there. That is the point. But VG, if you are going to try somebody for murder, you have to show intent. The court have to prove intent.
Right, I'm having that.
And remember, the gentleman plead not guilty to murder. And the only evidence them have is that the firearm which was used to commit the act was his firearm.
Okay.
Before him accept the plea deal, they had no information to say he was the one who pulled the trigger. You understand? Yeah, man. Any question you wish?
Question. Even though when I investigate on anything there, but enough blood supposed to be that place there. If you call a point, enough. Let's talk. Because of what happened.
There was
the place supposed to look away.
No, there was a major renovation.
No, at the night, within the night.
Yeah, no, that's what
I'm gonna go through it. Give me a topic. Somebody said something about some KSABC.
No, man, you Richard, no, man. No, you Richard,
you Richard. You Richard. You better talk and somebody else to change the subject.
No. Yeah, change the subject. We are going to go.
No, I'm not change subject. Allow me to say something, please.
Richard said wants to say something first.
I want to clarify something. Because Mr. Blair, they might put it in me and you say one. Just remember that. Remember, both of we have members of the same party. And we may call different people. However, we say the same thing. Damian Crawford voluntarily give up in position. But my thing when we get on here are two different things. My thing is that nobody had do it because of Dr. Dawes. That's a cop out. Damian name feelings. I mean, my friend. I'm going to tell him someone. Anybody when know him, listen here, hear each other talk. As him friend, I say, him just like a Chuck say in a barbershop, as tell them all kind of thing. A Damian that in love, in a feeling, Damian believes him to others. Not remembering that to lead the People's National Party, you have to.
Yes, man.
God garner the respect of the delegates. That I want. Two. Listen to this now. I'm going to go by JLP side. We are not going to say that Mark Andrew will not lead the JLP into the next election. And Andrew has done already pick Floyd Green as the leader of government business, like Bruce Colin had picked him as leader of government business under his government to say that he was the leader. So Andrew Hollis is undermining Tufton, who never supported him, and said, listen, me, people and delegates, this is my choice. But the JLP choose not to say anything about that. Yeah?
No worry about that. No worry about that.
So why not worry about the PMP? Let me finish.
The third term just
VG, can I finish, VG? VG, can I finish?
Even if I slide,
VG, can I finish?
Whosoever,
VG, can I finish? A while ago, this gentleman was worrying about who are going to lead the PMP.
I don't know.
We know VG.
No, wrong word. Worried, no, I'm not worried about nothing.
A while ago, this gentleman was so up into the PMP business that him said Damian Crawford.
Start PMP business and me.
I personally, you, Richard, as a member of the People's National Party, will be rooting for Floyd Green to lead the Jamaica Labour Party. And you are rooting for Damian Crawford, so let's see.
No, I'm not rooting for Damian. But no, not telling a lie for me. Telling a lie for me,
VG, the gentleman a while ago was saying how is the PMP because the leadership and Bunting want to lead the party while Damian and Ray. That's what him said. And me I put a thing to it now. Me I tell you, say, Andrew Holness will not lead the JLP in next 3 years.
So he's positioning Floyd Green as his choice
Right.
to lead the JLP ahead of Christopher Tufton. So me, Hugh Richards, a comrade as a route to Christopher to Floyd Green to lead the JLP. Good, me not vote, but that's my route. So more and go to a little and less now with Jolan. Me, Hugh Richards. While I agree with the plea deal because as the Chuck said he made a get to it, but me sorry say we never have enough evidence to find him guilty for murder in the first degree, and we lift up a prison and dash upon him and make sure say him sink go right on the earth. What mean the devil?
Big time. Big up for that sealer there. Big up.
The
That's unfair.
only reason why you hear that conversation a while ago, it's because the man come out and him said him guilty. Before that, usually them never did say so. The man said him guilty now, so that is why the argument come out now.
Guilty, but wait a man. But VG, if he say no guilty, and no him saying guilty, you know, me take my mind, VG.
No,
I feel time. I don't know chat.
My time.
It's a chat. It's a start feedback.
Yeah, I know chat. Me a chat. This is facts. Let me tell you something.
Don't say facts.
No. This is fact because this thing is going on for over 2 years now.
But VG know that too.
No way, shape and form on any platform. These persons come and say, listen up, this a man you have to go to prison, lock up in Clark, or whatever. Listen me, the reason why I hear about fully for prison and all this thing now is because the man come out and said, listen me plead guilty.
Richards. No,
DP, don't join them war.
Stop
and those Richards, don't stop it. And
he say me done, and I cheat time now. When say me done, but him have to correct back, you know. Me done, I have to correct cheat time when they don't say. It's simple. But the fact still, you know, I agree with him, say the man lift the prison for live up.
Jeddah, until you say guilty, you couldn't say nothing at all because you still never know. So,
no, but
say
what
guilty.
Thank you, VG.
Listen to me.
Thank you, VG.
Listen to me. All right then. So when time the JSP up on the platform and I said, boy, if we got jail.
No, but we couldn't really say nothing.
VG, hold on, listen to me after I listen to it before because I don't want him to say me don't again. So I try to make it.
No, I'm not done, man.
All right. So listen to me after my boss. When we were saying in Kiluma, because we are talking political at that time. See, so me not talk political at that time. Anyway, when me assessing, I never once hear the PMP come out and said, if that man find guilty, him never leave up the prison and put it on or whatever. I never hear the PMP them come out and come say, yeah. So the point that me try to make is, the reason why we hear in the changing of thought and the change of voice from these people is because the man come out publicly and say, listen, me do the killing or whatever it is. Do the alive and that's all I'm saying.
It is, all right, leave it aside. It is what's simple, yeah. And
my time now?
Because, yes, Manans.
My time now, VG?
Yes, sir.
I choke time.
No, man, a DP time. Then,
no, Chuck talk about the barbershop something and you talk about it and something. So
no,
my time now, man.
I heard, yes, sir.
Yes. Can you recall hearing that the leader of the opposition, shortly after Melissa passing away, posted on his Facebook page that Melissa passed away peaceful in her sleep?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cover
was told because of what was told. Kind of what the spot.
Yeah,
you stupid ass.
It's simple. Nobody not stupid. And him don't say nothing yet. Why you cussing people, Richard? The man asked a simple question.
Richard is stupid. Richard, I apologize.
Mr. Richards, may I show you respect for him, you know. Me apologize to you, sir.
Yeah,
So back to what Jenna say. Yes, these people were protecting their own. But I want to move the goalpost because there is one of their paid blogger saying, I don't know if you see the clip yet, say somebody forced Kilvera to admit to guilt and Kilvera himself know that he did not do it. Have you heard that yet?
No.
Yeah, man, one of them high paid blogger, man. At that time I run with them here, the people who did to say, a lie, not no gossip.
Oh, the Andrew you, the funny, the short you.
Me not call no name. Me not call no name.
Andre, you.
Me not call no name.
Me see.
Thank you. Him say,
you're right.
Not Kilvera do it, and him know who do it.
And somebody coerce him or forcing him to admit guilt.
Everybody brain work different, yeah, John. Lord God,
but me and Mr. Blair is on the same page on this one, and even some labor rights have been trying to open them eyes, because even today again, may I go back to Simon, and he had a lawyer on. Emotions does not come in at court. Simon asked him. So, okay, the provocation, because that's the talking point. People have said, boy, I could have say one shot, and depending on the kind of gun, you would have squeezed it one time, and because they have itself, whatever, more than one come out. That is a possibility as well. Wow. The lawyer said that still, that speak now to degree. So that will not remove the manslaughter, because this is a man, and this is the hang up when I get how people have. If me say me do something VG, who is you to come and tell me, say, no, and that me do, and another reason why me I say me do it, why me do it. You don't have no proof to that. But the 3 bullets speaks to the degree of whatever. It not remove. And again, I'm not a pathologist or a doctor, but she could have passed on the first bullet, you know. So 10 more bullets still won't do no difference. You get a point to me, Mike?
Yeah, I heard someone saying too, because of the bullets and where they're located, it would have taken a good while for drop out.
No. That me hear somebody with argument. I think that when them Mickey or something like so, but we don't have no proof to that. We weren't there. A doctor would have to come say that. Me hear the arguments. Oh no, there's a play keep all of blood and you have to dribbling, or we don't know that. But the point I'm making is there's been a cover up from day one.
Why the man say manslaughter doesn't mean he did it. If say manslaughter means him do it because they were planned to do it. Him do it by accident.
Simple.
Manslaughter don't make no damn sense.
You can't say no make sense, BG. Or you have to say no make no sense.
Me and somebody vex, and temporary insanity makes sense. Something like that.
I see same thing. We just don't use that term in Jamaica.
Oh, manners.
In fact, I can tell the members of Britain will get laugh from, you know. And Britain move from provocation and call it something else. You can look it up. When me do my research about this, me see it. So there are certain jurisdictions that don't use the term, but it is in law. But remember, so we have some law we need to get revamp and dash off of the books. But
manners.
To date, provocation is still within the law.
Give me some new
arguments. People say, but we could have never do this. But we have to in our position, we know what you do from where you want to do. We can't depend on the outside and say, would I never do this and would I never do that. The good thing is the man admit it. Go ahead.
Before you land, give me a topic so we can let go that one. I don't want to reach already. I don't chat too much.
You did bring up a good one, man. And yes, the KFC. Labor right them drop the ball. So you are going in a KCC because them have even division. The presidencies who get the majority vote of them become the mayor, and then the deputies come from the other side, right? So what one is there's an infighting at the Labour Party because somebody feels say a freedom time. And then it sounds like the party did a push somebody else. So because of that, then a bother got a council meeting. So the PMP used for them majority and broke off from custom, where it normally be. I'm here say Roper is against it to me, I don't know that party. You have to talk to somebody else about that. But normally, as me say, the mayor come from the majority votes, and then the deputy comes. So right now, you have one PMP mayor and PMP deputy mayor.
So that's
to me. Yes, you can't disprove to me say we can't trust the PMP because them love come out and about this is not right and the president we normally take.
If Roper is against
why can make everybody else land? Why can make everybody else land Fiji and me cut me off?
I PNP like everybody.
I don't understand what you're
talking about.
DP,
Mr. Blair, allow me know
what question they ask DP?
No, you just wait your turn, sir.
Yeah, me know about it. You can't me say I don't know VG, didn't I say I don't know about it? I heard somebody.
All right, Blair.
Remember me have to talk the host for protection when they are talking. Because
no, sir, you're bad man yourself. You're bad people all the way.
Two things to know.
Chop time now. Milan, chop time.
2 things to know, VG. 2 things to know.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning, every single one of the PMP bloggers, including, and if I go say a lie now, we know, including Hugh Blair, Saturn platform, and they lobbied how Juliet named the Melissa and title and all of this and that.
Yes.
That was the argument.
Nah, Chuck. Nah, if you said that,
Including Hugh Blair.
You never hear that come out of my mouth.
Including Hugh Blair.
You think me I hear that, Chuck?
Including Hugh Blair.
Chuck, the man said nobody go and talk.
All right, let me move on.
Yes,
when you ask about Mark Golden in the early aftermath of that, Mark Golden put a post on his Twitter account saying condolences to Joel and Silvera and the family and the passing of Melissa.
Yeah.
15 minutes to half hour later, Mark Golden edited that post and removed Joel and name from it. And he posted right after that, condolences to the Silvera family. The question, VG, is what did he hear? Why he removed Joel and name from the post? What did he hear?
The comrade.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did he hear? Who tell him something? Secondly, there was another blogger, one of the PMP highest paid blogger, who came on here the very day
speculation
and can't.
So who paid the blogger?
Speculation, you Blair.
Who paid the blogger?
One set of blogger get paid, and the one when you come and call them name in a parliament.
Listen now, as I was saying, you Blair, there is a blogger
who get paid.
Mr. Blair, allow me to finish my point.
No member.
BG, can I get some protection? BG, can I get some protection, please?
All right.
You need protection.
Mute Blair, mute, and make him talk till him done, and are you?
No, a blogger came on social media and speak from the beginning that I was at the scene and I helped to clean up the blood. You remember that?
That's a bit of blood lady there?
Yes, little bit of blood.
Yeah.
She said when I turned up there was a little bit of blood and we cleaned it up.
What should I know? Sorry, what should I know? She must have something to say no.
Since she find out it's a murder to disappear off of the scene.
No, Chuck, I must say she hide. She did get some teeth in sitting and she have to hide.
From them time,
yes.
Yeah, she can't
hide. Now, VG, there is another report that a high-ranking PMP official was asked to purchase a brand new mattress to replace the one that was there. VG, the cover up is there's a lot of people
in that time.
Yes, in that time. To purchase a mattress to replace the one that was there. Now, VG, the fact is, and I will say this, VG, majority of these people who help out, literal, maybe they never know say it was a murder they come out. Because I am sure, and I can say this, little bit of blood never know say it's a murder she didn't clean up.
Okay.
Because I am sure she wasn't there when the fatal shots were fired. Right? But she admit that she was there and she cleaned it up. The other gentleman admit that, hey, I was asked to purchase the mattress. There are people who went there to help to paint the room. So, VG, my thing is that them can't say all them want about it. But I am sure that the gentleman probably take a deal as to not reveal the name of who was helping him to clean up that scene. So you can spin all you want, but the deal, the only person who could convince him to take that deal is the PMP party. If he say you take the fall because you mix up in the foolishness.
I don't party there. I'm bridging them, but I don't
party.
Bridging
them, thank you. And them alone could have said you mix up in this.
Party.
So you take the fall because if you got caught, we name I go call. So take the fall, so we name not come out. And I yield to Comrade Blair.
Big up. Sir Blair,
all that my friend Chuck said is paper speculation.
Yes.
If you have all of those information, I would assume that the law enforcement would have been receipt of such information as well, and would widen their investigation to include all of those personnel and to bring them to book. That has not been done. So what you just said is of no moment and needed to be treated as
good man. Give me a topic now, Blair. I think we're gonna look at that one then now. It is what it is.
Yeah, look at
Reach
that.
where it reach.
One then.
Yeah, a long time not try.
Okay,
Give me a new topic. Somewhere what?
Yeah, man. 2 weeks ago, there was an amendment to the FID Act in Parliament. The Financial Investigative Division Act in Parliament, where it was suggested that our external partners has requested some amendment to take place.
Okay.
In amending the Act, there is a section in it which say that the FID external partners can ask the FID for information which can be given. But if the information is related to a minister of government, then the FID will have to contact the government or the minister because of government policy. So the ordinary John Doe information like me and you, VG, can be passed easily.
Well, not a
but if it's a government minister, then that information will subject to government policy.
And
government
context
policy
matters for that,
suggests.
DG.
Can I try?
Let me finish. Yeah. Government policy suggests that if it's a minister, then it will have to come to the government to decide whether or not the FID can transfer that information, yes or no.
I know. Okay.
All right. Jenna, beg you, let me respond. Let me go first, Jenna.
All right.
Mr. Blair, first of all, in any country in the world, you have to do things to protect your national security. There's no way you can give permission to hand over governmental members, information without any checks and balances. And that is why I had a problem when an entity was brought into this country to investigate the prime minister for 6 months without parliament being notified. That must never happen again to any member of our government. Nobody. None of our government must never have them personal information be netted out to anybody without parliamentary approval first. And that is I don't care which side of the
pan. It wasn't an investigation, it was rather an audit.
It doesn't matter. An overseas entity, Blair, an overseas entity was given unfettered access to the prime minister's information without parliamentary approval. And that is a shame on this country that is allowed to happen. And because of parties and business are supporting it, it should never happen again.
You could have right, you know.
Secondly, VG, I remember a certain member of a certain party that signed a secret MOU. It was so secret that a up-part camp him hide the documents. He couldn't keep it nowhere else. So the fact that this government went before the parliament and made the amendment is a breath of fresh air compared to where we are. But Blair, there has to be a difference between members of government because people can use information that they garner to blackmail government and government people and bring the country into disrepute. So you can't just hand over government people information just so. And you have to think of the broader picture.
And to add to what Chuck said earlier on, right? When me that say about it, VJ, in the climate we live in now and the small space where we're in right now, even if something look bad and there's nothing to it, the moment you make it freelance where everybody can just have access to parliamentarians, and if nothing to do to it, then it's gonna that person and mess up that person's whole career and whole life. Reason why I say this, because as a labor right, me's guilty of doing this because I use whatever I hear in the news and with PJ Patterson and I say a lot of things and it's not right because guess what, he never proved I'm guilty. In a hall we say Philip all of the same thing, so we have to be careful how we are about the people who we put fear on our government, our country. You understand what I'm saying, because if you it seems like everything is corrupted.
Jenna, let me sum it up the way you feel me. You see, in a Jamaica, me and you may have a problem. But you see, if we step over the land and we step on US, me and you are on the same side because we are Jamaican. You see me, I say, I can chastise you here in the land where me there, because me and you come from Yasso. But anytime we step somewhere else, we are Jamaican, we are on the same team. Now, me see, you Blair, me see, Ingram writing in the comments, and nothing is wrong with that. The Prime Minister is subject to the law of the land. What I'm speaking about, Ingram, is not the law of the land. I'm speaking about giving the Prime Minister of our country's personal information to an outsider. Ingram, and if you can't understand that, Ingram, then something wrong with you.
The question which arises, Chuck, is that you would separate the Prime Minister from the citizenship in that regard. Shouldn't the law apply across the board to all citizens?
No. I'm saying because of the politician, hold on. We can have a separate thing, like from the regular man to a politician when it comes to information and how information can be accessed. So I'm kind of right. Certain people information because they are politicians. It's not supposed to be so easy for access. Maybe it might have a branch of people who can access it, some FBI or some CIA, but some crazy way. But
let me ask you this. So give me one country.
Right now.
The one country where you
right now, my time. All right.
Could you
bring Chuck, mute. I'm asking one question. No,
I don't front Chuck, mute.
No, I'm asking one question about.
I'm asking you. Could you bring somebody in either Canada, US, England, any of those countries to audit them president?
I'd have asked Ingram now and then. I don't
No, you could not. Because them said that would be a breach of them national security. No, we cannot. And me not understand, Jenkipi, this is not me speaking politics. Let me finish this point. VG is not me speaking politics. If Mark Golding was the Prime Minister, I would not support you bringing in somebody from outside to audit Mark Golding.
We wouldn't make so much nice about it though.
Perfectly.
We wouldn't make so much nice about it though.
All right, because something. My time now. I'm more answer Chavi. Chavi, yes.
Chavi.
Chavi.
Hold on a
minute. That's good, man.
Listen, Damascus Road, Chuck.
Wait, man. Listen me now, please. Yeah. Now I got to answer Travis, my friend, in the comment section. Travis.
I'm saying.
Him said the NIR is the highest as it's ever been. Yes, Travis. The NIR was the highest that ever been under the People's National Party 2007. Yes, so it always going to be one high. It always going to be a historic high. Always. Good? The only problem we have now, if we here say go under $2.7 billion from the high coming from 1989. So congratulations, the NIR is the highest that ever been. Yes, because since 1989, every year onwards, the NIR is the highest that ever been. Only time it dropped from that was 2011 when it moved from 2.7 to 1.9. Only time in our recent history. The NIR go below what is normal high. So the fact that it is high, congratulations, Travis. All right, but now to the auditing and the rare now.
No, 600 million.
No man. Yeah, man say don't minus 6. Yeah, so someday we are saying no. Yeah, we are going to address Chuck. USA is a first world country have systems for audit them president. Because for them financial things set up different from us. Anyway, we have a FID and we have one. But being a Jamaica so small, and I believe about 2 or 3 auditing firms we have in Jamaica. Yeah? We don't want nobody go say them associate with the PMP because the head feet are PMP or the head feet are labor, right? If then go to Price Coopers, them are go say because the man for Price Coopers are PMP, why I'm doing it. And if you go to the other one.
Blair, Hugh, That's I know that are the point. My point
No,
is
man, me I try to clarify something, I believe.
No,
You
but
said,
wait, no, just
me I tell you why they go outside of the school.
No,
why we go outside? Me I tell you why we go outside.
That them go outside. This is my problem. It's not that it's the fact that they did not seek the approval of the parliament. So the parliament
They don't need to seek the approval of the parliament. Wait a man. The IC is not answerable to the parliament. The IC is answerable to the court. The parliament cannot summon the IC.
That is lie. Why do we have an oversight?
We have an oversight. Listen, man.
Nobody foolishness.
We have an oversight committee. Listen, me, man. When the IC make them ruling, it is not answer to the parliament when they make them ruling. The parliament can't call them, ask them how they reach a ruling. The oversight committee, yes, is to question how them reach the ruling, but not how they bought the ruling. When the parliament make it so, you can't question how they make the ruling.
You know, see, I might go tongue with you.
Let me finish, man. Let me reach your partner. That is why the Prime Minister seek a judicial review to question the IC ruling. If he could have do it in the parliament, he would have summoned the parliament that summoned them to question the Prime Minister ruling. The Prime Minister would go to court. The Prime Minister would have made the committee, same committee, question the ruling. So me get that straight, plain. So
why so much people saying that make much sense? A lot of people.
No, because that's, most of them say it's a labor right. So me make sense.
That's what them go.
BG, let me say that makes sense. BG.
We can't catch up with that one the past.
BG, if the parliament, yes, the oversight committee could have questioned the report and the ruling and where the IC is about the Prime Minister. Would the Prime Minister take it to the court for a judicial review? Wouldn't he send it and ask the committee to figure it out? So the fact that the ruling is final I say final. If Parliament not talk about it. That's what they say. When they team like Parliament, then we can call name. It was team in the Parliament and say it go to FID and TAJ. So me clarify the part. You're the part with it.
Mr. You, point of correction. They didn't say it's going there. They asked the Parliament to send it.
No.
They asked the Parliament to send it there, Mr.
Hey, wait a man. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man.
Contest me again, Mr. You.
Chuck.
They asked the Parliament if they
Wait. Can I finish, please?
You're wrong.
Wait a man. Mr. Blaine, answer Mr. Blake. I have evidence. Chuck, clarify with it. Chuck, correct. Choco Kirky.
Your is correct on that one.
But Choco Kirky, man. So this is the point to me. I said no. May I go with me want to finish up the part with the outside thing. Based on the fact that we have about 3 auditing firms in Jamaica, about 3 or 2. So we want to be fair to the Prime Minister. We don't want nobody go say to our Prime Minister. Unlike America, we have millions. We only have 2 in Jamaica. However, so we say we want to be as fair as possible with the Prime Minister, so we are go outside our jurisdiction. That is when we do that. However, when the auditing firm come and then I see something that throw it on the ground because the IC was some complication when they can't fathom. The IC say, listen, me based on A, B, and C. This look like some look shenanigans, like money laundering. This look like tax evasion. So this look at one further investigation. So the IC in his wisdom, based on the fact of this, I'm gonna send this to TAJ and this to FID. However, what they said, them tell the parliament, I say last what I said. They tell the parliament, the parliamentarians, I'm seeking your support. Yes? We send this to the FID and TAJ and we're seeking your support. And after this clarification, then we would either certify or otherwise the Prime Minister.
Yeah, I think we're going too far though. I think we don't talk about the people that should access the information.
And VG, thank you. And VG, my issue, VG, as I say, is not going overseas. It's how it was done.
Yeah, no, you're saying.
Entity. All right. Let me tell you this.
DP said about it.
VG, you can do high ranking audit. You know how you can call price. You know how the IC could have called PricewaterhouseCoopers and make them do the audit. You can call them. You can redact the name of the persons that you're auditing and give them the file and say, audit this and give me back a response. You don't have to know the name. The name will help you with the audit. So you could give it to any one of our local auditing firm. Simply redact the name.
We choose not to because we want to be fair to the Prime Minister.
Mr. You, point of
I have a
order.
question,
I
VJ.
have a
I have a
point of
question.
order.
Leg a DP though.
No, never point of order. Mr. You said something. I just want to listen to this. Mr. You said something a while ago, so I don't know what I'm saying, right? But yes, Mr. You come back and he said it. The IC seek the support of the parliament. So if they didn't have to go back to the parliament and ask the parliament to support them, or is he said me hear something wrong for him? So I understand.
Listen now, support. Listen, man. Support. Listen me. So you want support that different. Wait, no man. Support is different from what I say. Say, man, look, approval of the parliament. They wasn't looking at approval for the parliament.
My time now.
Sorry, Richards.
Mr. Richards.
Sorry.
Richards, I heard you mention we about 9 times. We didn't want to do this, so we did this. Who is the we that you are alluding to?
The Jamaican people. We want
Oh,
to
you
be
mean the PNP?
No, the
Gotcha.
PNP and Jamaica. Everybody make a PNP, I would accept. Yes, yes. If the whole Jamaica PNP, but we, the people of Jamaica, I'd want to be as fair as possible to the Prime Minister.
All right. DP, you got the answer. What is new? What's trending? What people talking about? It's when they talk about this there, I see, and this process of parliament.
The report from the Auditor General. Let us deal with the report from the Auditor General.
The report from the Auditor.
No. Yeah. The report from the Auditor General. Yes. We read the Education Ministry.
Excellence don't talk from there. Excellence don't talk one thing from there. Let me make a start today.
I just wanted to find out, VG, why it was incumbent and why was it so pressing for the government to push forward a bill through the Senate. I guess it's what you're talking about. To say that if a minister is being investigated by an overseas entity, any minister, they have to get for the FID to the change to the amendment to the FID Act. That says for if a minister has been investigated, and the next minister has to give permission before the FID can give information to that agency, and the information can only be dispersed if it is in line with government policy. And I'm kind of a bit troubled by that, because I don't know if government policy, well, I do know what the answer is, but the thing I want to find out is if under this JLP administration, government policy supersedes the Constitution, or what really is government policy, because it differs from different government to governmental administrations. So are the ministers, who are they protecting? Who is being protected by this amendment?
Who wanted that one? The DP, Chuck.
Allow me to answer that one. The question is, the section of that amendment that the PMP was against.
No, do you know what the amendment is, Mr. Chuck? I must ask you. Do you know what the amendment is?
I enjoy your ability to contribute without adding anything excellent. So please to mute your microphone and allow me to speak, sir. We are not teenage girls. I am not here to trace with you. So you made a point. Allow me to respond. I'm not really there to argue with you. So allow me to respond. Now, again, I was saying the part of the amendment that the PMP had a problem with is the sharing of information with overseas entity. That was the part that they had a problem with when the amendment was first tabled.
Well, now you're nothing.
So the problem originally, DG, they had no problem with the...
Your phone breaking up.
Yeah, go in and out.
I feel phone. Okay.
You might be fixing Victoria's Secret.
Excellent. Yeah, multi-mic, excellent. Multi-mic, excellent. Multi-mic, chuck your phone in and out. Hold on, don't say nothing yet. Wait till the phone catch back a good signal.
VG.
Excellence, multi-mic, please.
I go switch the mic. I go switch the mic. Add me back when I come.
I leave the space. DP,
But VG, what I don't understand, you see? No, I just ask my question. No, man, no, before it comes back. You see, this is the problem I don't understand with these people.
What's the problem now?
You can have an amendment, right? An amendment to that change. And we can have 10, 12, 14, 15 different proposals to something.
Right.
And just one part of the amendment destroys all legislation. So when they're going to come and say the PNP has a problem, it can be with just 1 point because VG, 1 point in something can make it bad.
VG.
You're correct. Who's
VG.
talking?
All right, hear this.
Jenna.
So perhaps if the other scholars want to attend to try and answer, they could answer.
From here, watch the parliament till now, right? If there's a bill being come forth in the parliament and the PNP name don't written over it, it's not good at all. Only them alone.
That answer should be discarded because that the contribution should be discussion.
You know, so that's the same thing talk about today. So people allow you to talk about you feel like you can't bully everybody. I'm mute my calls to people.
No, we're looking for a meaningful discussion.
I don't care.
Jenna. You must say how you start off and talk about it.
But that was team. No, it makes sense. You know what it makes?
Word it different.
No, I'm not ready. No, I'm talking.
Yeah, well, it's so now. I said if PNP not say good, it's not good.
This is what I answer. This is the point I'm making. Please.
Go on.
I'm not intelligent and bright like them, but I'm not fool. But I'm simple as a VG. If, like, for instance, if there's a bill come in the house, and at the PNP it start from, and the government bring forward, them have no problem with it. If anything that the government decides that they're going to do, the PNP always find something to find some problem with it. Even if the problem with it, they try to find something. At least that is a fact. That is why the people, this is it. And this is it. This is the problem. Nobody now said there must be an opposition because you are there to make sure you seek out and make sure you everything. But listen to me, when times some things don't make sense, these people find something to try to make some boil out of it. That is the point I was making.
You could have right. I say it one time. Hold on. Jenna, I say it one time. I say, do that no matter what go on, you know. PNP, to always listen to different show them. PNP will always find a problem with almost any damn thing when somebody do. So, I understand what you saying.
I'm going to disagree with them now.
So this is when I know that you have some people who only talk because their mouth can speak and them have a voice. Because if the person up there that is between DP and you, Richards, has been watching the parliament, that person would have seen the full bill that was brought to the house by Favor, that Mark Golden to send her back to go and trash it and come back.
Yes.
That person would have seen the full bill that was brought the other day with the Jury Act, trying to amend the Jury Act. And those bills came from the JLP, and if those bills had gone through, they would have been very bad for Jamaica.
General, true enough.
Let me finish, BG, let me finish.
Jenna.
That even some of the greatest sympathizers.
I'm going to allow you when I'm done.
That even some of the greatest sympathizers to the JLP had to be asking, legal sympathizers to the JLP, had to be asking the question, who is piloting these bills for the JLP? Because they come out stupid.
Yes, okay.
The last two bills that came to the house were, they weren't even quashable. Even Kerry could write them. The way they were ludicrous. But when you have people like him up there so now, when you have people like him now attack, it's because you know say he just speak from a script or he just speak because he can chat.
Alright.
The frontal part of him brain have more water than grey matter.
But hear Dina say, it's true. It's a lot of things that was corrected. I just remember.
You see me? First of all, let me tell any boy or girl about this. First of all, no politician, no pay dean. Learn that.
Man,
that's the first thing they're going to tell a boy. My body never tweet me that.
No,
my own. Well, no, I tell you straight. No, leave me as a VG because I don't want a boy style me thing. Anyway, when you talk about it, you see me? No, listen to VG. You not see, but me see what I try do. A boy that try style me. Anyway, listen now. Just go on VG, just relax the man and don't question me.
You get too hot.
No, because he have an opinion and me have an opinion.
Excellent.
He have an opinion, me have an opinion, and he try style me thing. You know, so never the problem Mr. B them yet.
Go on, man.
They never try style me yet. So no look ugly boy come try.
But the man said JLP made enough mistake in them thing and man go.
Listen what me say now.
That's all I'm saying.
Did I disagree with what he said?
No,
it's not
not
everything
yet.
they're going to bring to the parliament. It's not everything they're going to bring to the parliament will going to be perfect. But so what I simple was saying, it's not everything you should have a fault with when there's none. That's all I was saying, bro. Don't make me feel like I'm stupid. I'm not saying.
No, you started out by saying anything PNP do, we all accept it. That's what you said.
No.
VG, you started by saying
This is what I
anything the JLP put forward without the PNP name, the PNP have a problem.
Me can't explain myself. I don't need nobody to explain to me.
Maybe the mediator.
All right, so me
Nobody the mediator.
Yeah, so
Janan, easy liquor. Hold on, Janan.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's not that the PNP have a problem with it, you know. But some of them, if the bill is passed in Parliament and something happens and it is brought before the court, then the Jamaican people's constitutional right could have been breached.
And I agree.
By applying that same bill.
And I agree.
So it's not that them not agree with it, you know, because them can not agree with it because them put the motion on the floor. But all they are going to do is say change the wording or change the lining because that same bill to the court, then the government can become liable based on one word.
Mr. Blair, if that alone was the problem with the PMP, just me only me say a word, but because as me say, me not have nothing to do it. Me not have nothing to do more than watch the parliament. So,
right.
man,
Dean.
Yo.
Who is that now?
Good evening. One question I'm going to ask you. Do you understand the policies that laid in Parliament? Yes.
Talking to me?
What policy? What policy?
Dean. All right.
Dean.
Do you understand? All right. First thing, do you understand the role of opposition?
To oppose, not only to oppose, but to support the bill if it needs supported and whatever you see, we can tune it up.
All right. The question. What I'm trying to get at, you're a manager for a business.
Yes.
And your secretary, you tell the secretary what to write on a letter, and she write what she feels like. And do what she feels like. And when you see the letter, is it that you're going to pass that letter same way?
No, but if it's not.
No, answer me. No, answer me. Answer me.
Don't answer. Don't.
Your phone a break up. You're driving, you know. Your phone a break up.
Dean, I'm going to explain to you and show you. You see the policy of an opposition, they are there to oppose. You understand? They are there. Listen up. They are there. Right? Dean, if something is there that will be going against the citizen of the country, should the opposition play a blind eye and said, no, this should pass and go through? I hear DP saying it over and over, said yes. I hear you come back and say the same thing. I hear Kerry said the same thing. No. Yes, you may talk about now. No,
I did not say that, my friend. Nobody don't tell me lie. I did not say that. And you just asked a question and I said, no, they're not supposed to.
Right. That's have to take one time, you know. You have to take one time, VG. If man come and tell lie on people, you have to take one time.
No, listen to me. It's not take away your time, you know.
So what you hear me say? You just accuse me say you hear me say. What you hear me say?
Dean, listen, man. I said the opposition is there to oppose it, and you're saying that they're not to oppose.
No.
You said
VG. All right, let me rephrase again. Guys, come back. I couldn't know. Hear me. I said, VG. All me simple say. If there's a bill coming at the house, right, and it not breach about the constitutional right, I don't think we have to try to dig and find something when it makes no sense. That's all I'm saying. So so many things about the PMP don't make nice, but it just that isn't even here nor there to the
VG.
That's all I'm saying.
But if they find something that don't make any sense, they need to talk about it. That's
But
all.
VG,
But enough time it's still that happens, VG, and the bill pass.
VG,
even so many times they make some nice and the bill still pass.
Right. But let's go back to excellence for a second. Let's go excellence for a second.
You realize that
the reason why it pass, you know. Well, let me just.
Let me. Yeah, go ahead, you Blair. Educate him.
He just make a point a while ago, so let me just clear it up. The reason why the bill passed, you know, is because it passed by majority, which the government have the support in Parliament to pass it. Not that it is right. You understand? So we have to agree to disagree. Thank you.
May I agree with that? May I agree with that? 100.
You see, VG. When I have picked up a sense of ignorance to how the Parliament run.
Okay.
And I picked up that sense. And after he threw his shades at DP, I can understand. But the ignorance to where the Parliament run is that there's something called answered in Parliament. And the answers. The writing.
Answers.
It has to reflect. It has to reflect. Right? And if you need to go back, it's an historical data, a very important part of our history. So if I want something, for example, the extradition
my time here.
A DP next door.
Extradition Act that was passed in 1983. I can go to the Parliamentary House and ask them, and they can pull answer, and I can see exactly everything that was discussed about that.
Manners.
So that is what the person up there need to understand. It's not about just discussion, but it forms an important part of what history will speak of the present sets of parliamentarians that are there. So when a partial bill coming from the House, it has to be ventilated.
Simple. The DP don't want to say something. I'm trying to figure out why people are calling names still.
Oh, I just want to make
yeah.
All right. So what me I say is the reason why we have amendment to these laws we passed for decades in the Parliament. You know why, VG? Because
upgrade.
Thank you very much. And guess what? So they're never perfect because so that is no law will be perfect. That's all I'm saying.
Times change.
Hey, it was perfect for the time, but as time changed, it becomes invalid. So we're not about it. It is perfect at time.
No, we're not. Lego DP, man. That's simple. Everybody has said the same thing, but everybody wants. Everybody has said the same thing. If it change over time, you see some things that don't make no sense. You need to change little. DP, why do I want to say quick with that? I hear time.
I wonder if because I just two letter D and P make the amount of time here DP. But I have a strong question, you know. More I know excellence. Well, what if Lashika brush the upper part of her body? Yes or no, have nothing to do with this, sir.
Chapel?
What a petty man. What a petty. Lashika could never so different herself.
He said it. No. He said that in the comment section.
I'm going to let time which can beat up people.
You come on there and say Lashika come in, go defend herself. Lashika is perfectly qualified to defend herself.
I might Richard.
Please don't bring Lashika into the discussion, please.
Why would never say that when excellence say what him say?
We never hear excellence when say.
The point I'm making is
exactly.
If they not comment, excellence of this.
No, we not read comment. You are read comment. We not read comment.
Alright, no, me then no. Yes, me read the comment. And what?
Well, I think that's it, bro.
Excellence. Thank you very much.
Me with defend. Me must have you not defend him. Me must have with defend. With defend. Alashika against excellence. You not have to do it.
Blair is now neutral. He's a moderator now. So stop. So you stop. And make DP have him time to free up him mind. A long time not say no.
Right. DP, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this man have a tendency to belittle women and cuss them and chase them. And I think it's wrong. And VG, you should not allow that on your platform.
No, you're going to lie on me. I asked
you. You're telling me something I never hear.
DP, you are saying that?
No, man.
DG,
you are saying that, DP?
It's stream time.
No, man, DP. Come again, DP. Come again. Check your record, DP.
Check your record for what? What you say about women?
Hold on. Excellent. Stop for a second. I know you want to finish there, but hold on for a second. God bless. Hold on for a second. DP talking about creating a mischief I think, guys. Everything I pass me, I never
No,
hear
yeah,
excellence
blame me.
enough.
I said me talk without create mischief and thing. I say it was in the chat.
I
However,
don't know.
you what happened, VG.
You right,
Cause
right
you what
in the
thing?
chat. Okay.
Yes, that's what I said.
All right, go on talk, man. Look, go on talk. Your turn.
DP, remember
What?
your fish and your scale.
No, all right. See, no,
Anyway,
I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain my fakes and go on now.
G.
No, it's not it pass.
VG,
Make it pass.
the man them have a
Make
thing,
it pass.
Zin.
Make it pass. Make it pass.
The man them have a thing where them go in a parliament and it's like them things that everybody are eat at. The more them do this, the more true Jamaican run a business with politics, I see them true color. The other day, Mark get up and he make one long speech and all was happening during printing, instead of 2027 upon the paper, 2026 was on the paper. All it took was 5 minutes recess and then go reprint the thing and come back.
Lie.
Zin?
Yeah, well, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. But it's a big difference.
Yeah, it's not a big difference. But I'm not to get up and say, listen, this in the printing here, I read it and it says March 31st, 2026, and this should be March 31st, 2027. The man go down one long cocky argument and go on Junction, Corner, and go Portland and come back.
You were measuring it, DP? You were measuring it? Because it seems like you love measuring it here.
VG, later, here,
everybody
no, my God, I know do this with that man.
All right, DP.
I mean, DP.
Excellent.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on. I'm done much thing already.
DG, I just asked him if he was measuring it because him say to
What excellence and everything of it.
Hold on, man. Excellence with short term first.
No,
out of respect.
Yeah, man. VG,
VG,
this is man excellent. But I am friend, but every time we just take on the thing, man.
DP,
so listen, me I say, you see DP. DP, DP says he should come and defend Lashika. Nobody can disrespect Lashika when me and Mr. Blade upon the platform. None.
What you mean? You type something.
Me not hear him say read something like comment. Yeah, but if me hear anybody disrespect Lashika or even Petal, although Petal says she not like me again. Cause me have a dream about Petal, but me no want she charge for sex or essence.
PNP man,
VG, listen to VG, you hear me I said VG, let me finish. Let me talk, man. Me have a dream about Petal, but I'm afraid to tell her because I don't want to start with SS, the essay. So me move up, essay. No, me have a dream about Petal and Lashika, but I don't want to tell them because I'm not in charge of SH. All right, so me talk. Yeah, so me talk now. So, but the long and short is, DP, you have to defend Lashika when me and Mr. Blue on the platform. Me don't know about nobody else, no other comrade, but me and Mr. Blue. You know what me and Lashika and DP here for VG, and she cussed me and somebody defend Lashika say, hey, left you alone, you can't defend them. Because I just ignore what she said. You get to me? I say, because that's Lashika. I even better. So listen to me I say now. What we are saying now with the parliament here, and him say, Mark gonna go in a corner. You see in our laws, we have passed. Every eye have a dot and every T have a cross. So some of the time, just one eye miss note legislation can be a different thing. So when Mark Golding, the point when Mark Golding get up and say is because Mark Golding is a man with versed on legislation and nobody can argue about that. Nobody in parliament from both sides. Nobody, absolutely none. He's as qualified. He's as qualified. And he's
Why you bridging in the comments upon some cocky argument? What is wrong with your bridging? Can you tell me that?
Well, mute him if you have mute him then, man.
I do not know if you mute nobody, but I ask you, is your bridging?
I don't know, brother. Let me tell you something. At this time, me, Mr. Ingram, wait a man, no, I'm a brethren. He's my comrade brother, but I'm saying at this time is me. Listen, man.
My brother can't be in public going on.
We, man, you have a deal it. Your deal it. Don't be coming. You deal it me. At this time, I'm for represent the PMP. Some player, myself, God bless, and we represent the PMP. So listen to me, I say now. So based on what we are saying. Listen to me, I say.
My fault, Ingram. My fault.
When it comes to laws, there's no other parliamentarian is as versed and is as quick as Mark Jefferson Gold. The fact that he's a commercial lawyer, meaning go to
you see government is run like a business.
Manners.
Good. So being the fact that he's a commercial lawyer meant that he spent the time to study the Constitution, which may not believe much of them do. So every time, every time a legislator come to the parliament and the parliament has to recess and go to do some little changes, it's Mark Golden who point it out.
Read it, Manners.
Yes, right, point out to them. Even yesterday when the minister came, he was the one who said, yes. So that is it. So me attack now. So when I say, I don't hype and show off. Because if you hype and show off, you would have come up on parliament and say, I am the one who changed Sanchez. Oh yeah, landless. I mean, alone.
Because everybody there and everybody wants to start.
But me I clarify one thing. So more and go to the point.
Clarify, Mark Golden, go through the thing them and fix the thing them with fix.
Hey.
Let me tell you something,
Mr.
We're so rich, Adrian. So rich.
You see, Mr. Yo, I want the best blogger PMP apps. Because when you are selling party now, it's selling Latino.
Me say you are cost PNP the other day. Me see for that page I cost PNP the other day. Because them not listen. Me too hot. It made no good sometimes.
They cost enough time and I'm telling you, boy, it's not like him head guard, but it does sometimes tell it. I don't know if it's now sometimes about the fire.
That's how you go. Yeah. When Chuck left here, what Chuck left for again? What that's about?
I think so they will not talk about.
We Chuck us in a relevant, man. We Chuck us in a relevant.
Not relevant. You want to go before him? Because we're PNP place.
Let's go before him. Because we run. Chuck us in a relevant.
Yeah, no, they can't run. You can't say something.
I came here.
I want Chuck to say, Mr. Ingram.
I came here specifically to seek guidance on the bill that was passed, amending the FID. I'm very concerned about it. But before I rush to that, I won't be more than about 60 hours and 90 seconds. First, I want to point out that the bill, with respect to the date the other day, I'm really sorry that the young man said it was only the date to be changed. No, the entire context, the person missed the boat by far. That he didn't realize that it fall outside the year of the act. That was the main point.
You listening, Dean?
It passed outside the act. It passed outside.
Dean, are you listening?
Yeah? So we need to understand that.
All right. Mr. Yu.
My argument.
Leave him.
My argument pertaining to the FID amendment, I am very, very concerned. It is happening in mid. We're talking about a bill that takes 2 days, 3 days to go through and pass by both houses of parliament. And it is happening at a time when the FID, a man was appointed to the FID, and the man was appointed to the FID, the terms and conditions of that requirement was amended to facilitate that person.
Slow, say it again.
A new director was appointed to the FID.
To the FID, yes.
And before he was appointed to the FID,
yes,
the job description of the FID was amended to facilitate
that is not true, Mr. Ingram.
I find it most
Ingram.
I am not questioning any motive.
SID has
just a little piece. Hold on the chop.
I am not questioning any motive.
Ingram, just a little piece. Just a little piece.
It was changed. It was changed.
Can I tell you a little see?
Nobody not fuck Ingram. Nobody. No. Make him. God bless.
You need to go and read.
God bless.
Go and read.
Chuck, don't say nothing at all, please. Chuck, don't say nothing, please.
But you can mute them. You can mute them.
No, I can't, but I mute them too big.
You cannot mute them and take them out the box.
You go on, manners. That's what I'm going to tell you.
When I'm speaking, I speak. You can either mute them or take them out the box.
Good.
Manners,
go on. Let me hear
so I am noticing this bill at a time when some very serious things are happening with respect to the FID. And I point to the fact that a new technical director was appointed. There were some changes. Let me change the term. There were some changes to the requirement for the person to fit the bill, right? That's happened. Some major changes took place.
But we have an issue right here where someone said
what you said earlier was that the job description of the FID changed. So you admit you made a mistake or you lied.
different now.
VG.
Yeah, yes.
In the army, you see, if you are marching in the army and you're given a certain command at the precipice, you must take a right about turn. You can't if you continue going forward, you're going to jump in the precipice. So I'm talking here. When I look at the panel here, I'm seeing persons who are at a level who are not at kindergarten. So when I talk here, I'm hoping that whoever is here can relate within the context of them.
No. If your bread you see you going the wrong way and I try to correct you.
A few seconds ago, somebody made mention of the fact that the date was changed and it was seen as trivial.
We're past that.
It's rather interesting. It's rather interesting to note that the correction be.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Anyway, let me hasten to finish my conclusion. My point.
Yes.
I find it very interesting the changes at the FID, the circumstances concerning the changes, and right away now there's an act, there's a pilot in Parliament, presented in Parliament and passed by both houses of Parliament within a few days. I find it very unusual, and I'm saying that within the context that I don't like it. I think it's a dangerous precedent. That term, government policy, it's wide, it's vague, it has no specificity. It has none. And one thing I learned over the years, when they are dealing with issues that are of importance, it's very, very important that you relate in a specific way so you can identify and grab and deal with the mischief in which you are trying to address. So I am going to caution Jamaicans. You know why I'm not to alarm, VG, and I'm ending right here. I'm not to alarm. Just a few weeks ago, the president of the United States was able to want a man in a particular country. I'm just go for it. So whether or not in our situation we are protecting anybody, if that's the case, I'm not saying that's the case. If that's the case, if we are protecting anybody, I observe that another head of state cannot come in and take what they want. So it would have no relevance to do any particular legislation to protect anybody. So within that context, I yield right now.
All right. Chuck.
Yes,
sir. That part now, when he said that, yes.
Mr. Ingram told a lie and is trying to smile and backpedal. And many people in the chat, including God bless his ears up, Mr. Ingram said that the job description of the FID was changed. That is a lie. The FID had the same responsibility that they had from day one. Nobody did anything about the job description of the FID.
I think you're fishing. This show cheap.
No, I am not.
I was referring specifically to what was changed, and you knew what was changed.
No.
All the person on the blog here know exactly what was changed.
Hold on.
I seem to make an error. It's saying the job description. I was referring to the requirement.
VG.
Change description.
Guys, am I still on the floor?
And
yes,
the problem.
Blair is a new moderator though. But yes,
right, VG, first of all, VG, let me say this, VG. I am calling a newspaper company.
Right.
You are the production manager. You are responsible for all things to do with printing.
Right.
However, I am advertising for a new production manager. And I say, rather than a university degree, you need a high school diploma. Right? Does that mean I change the responsibility of the print manager?
Yes.
No.
Because you change the qualification.
It's easier.
BG,
more people can apply for the job. Because hold on.
Hey, Chuck sound like a basic school child.
Why me can't answer it? You know, be my talk to. Why the back up, sir? Lord God, the man ask a question, and if him do that for get more people to apply for it, I don't know why would have got that way there. Because
so
I don't know why that was.
responsibility,
Hold on.
He's being disingenuous and dishonest. That's what he's doing. He's deliberating what he's doing.
Something that really meant.
VG, I am VG. The point I'm trying to make.
Blair, as a moderator, you can't talk about.
Mr. Ingram came on and said that the government changed the job description of the FID. Him never say in change the job description of the person applying for the job, you know. And when BG, when you're talking to comrade, you have to be specific.
BG, that matter have been corrected long ago.
No, man, and you're debunking him after Ingram.
Allow me, you Richard, please allow me to speak with him.
No, man, allow him, no, man, you're debunking him, man.
I can defend myself.
Oh, no, yeah, but you defend it after him finish.
When you are talking, everybody have to listen, but you know what listen when I'm talking.
When I'm speaking alone, I can defend myself.
Yes, I'm not saying that confidence, but you must allow him to finish there, defend him and debunk him.
I can defend myself. Allow me to speak when I'm speaking. I can defend myself.
You Richard, I'm
referring specifically to the fact that a crucial sector of the requirement was security. This current person has no experience in security.
All right.
That's the matter.
But BG,
in the requirement.
that is not
and he's
what
being
he said.
He's being
That is not what he said.
Have a nice day. So goodbye. I'm gone. Have a nice day.
Have a good day, Mr. Have a good day. But that is not what he said.
It'll make Ingram gone. What is it?
BG,
no, listen, wait, Chuck
finish. Make Chuck finish that. Because him gone. Make Chuck stand down.
BG,
and God bless next.
BG, hold on.
Nah, man, after Chuck, God bless and come down to me.
BG.
All right, yeah.
The FID have the very same responsibility.
It's about 2 hours, nobody understand nothing.
We'll soon catch by the time, man.
BG, nothing about the responsibility of the FID has changed. Now, BG, what does the financial investigating division do? What them investigate?
What does
the financial investigation division? What them investigate?
Financial crime. Financial crime, that's money laundering and
financial
others.
crime.
Yes.
Now, answer me this, VG, as a practical man. Answer me this.
Practical.
In investigating financial crime, which is most important? Accounting skill or law enforcement skill?
I say accounting.
Because of crime, financial crime need expertise in law enforcement.
Accounting, numbers. No.
Financial crime. You investigate financial crimes. You want to money laundering.
Even if you put crime on it, it's the numbers, accounts.
Mr. Blair, Mr. VG, listen to me, man.
Mr. Richard, you know, sir, that's why the PMB they don't like you.
Me not be the answer, but you are misleading VG.
No, but stop them, man. It make mislead me, man. Can just ask me a question. I'm gonna just answer it.
So VG,
you don't have VG in a damn sense to job.
VG, accounting skill far out where that have the remember the VG.
In that situation, FID, I'd say yes. Yeah.
The FID don't have the power to arrest anybody, you know.
That's
you know that? The FID cannot lay charges against you, you know. All them can do is investigate, and when them done, them have to turn over the file to the DPP.
Make recommendation. They make recommendation.
Mr. Richards, allow me to speak, no, sir, please. I'm just asking you.
You can,
yeah. And that's why the PMP they don't like you.
Lord.
Why the FID can't charge you? The FID can't have you arrested.
The FID cannot charge you. The FID cannot arrest you. The FID can recommend you be arrested. The FMN can recommend you be charged, but they cannot do it. So the most important skill you need is that of an accountant. Now, secondly, VG, the chairman of the FID, the chairman of no organization, the chairman of separate, not the in the boiler room around rather the machine every day, not true?
No.
Hey, just reach a point. Okay, you just get to know that the double conversation.
If you allow me to
slow down, them and reach a point. Why do you do this? Why do you just make somebody talk till they're done? Because you make people have a think again and they throw them off. I wonder if it's a plan to have for throw people.
Please, I wonder if you know it. So how long you admit to the back, so I sit down patiently and wait. And
no, I don't know why.
I never disturb nobody when them see. And I'm asking for the same respect. Just the same respect I ask right now. No, VG, the chairman of no organization, not go run no machine. It's just to guide all the system operate. Dennis Strong, being a senior chartered accountant, one of the highest ranking chartered accountant we have in this country. One of the highest ranking chartered accountant in this country. I think probably be about Nigel Clark, and American is probably higher rank than him in a position, is qualified to run the FID. The only thing he never had no law enforcement experience. If Chung was not the first choice. The first choice was a gentleman that had the law enforcement experience, but he never had the accounting experience. He was chosen, but he turned down the job. So when these people come out and I try to tell lies, just speak facts, people. A gentleman that had the experience was chosen and turned down the job because he gets up a greener pastures.
What's the lie being told? That they changed the things you need to get the job. They changed. What's the lies? You said they're telling lie. What the line about? What the line?
The lie that Mr. Blair told us when he came here on your platform and said them change the job description at the
Ingram.
No, Mr. Blair.
Ingram. Mr. Ingram. When they said they did not change the job description of the FID. The FID have the same mandate from day one. And VG, the final point is VG. When people like Ingram come and say them thing there, you cannot allow them to get away with it because them repeat it here, they repeat it everywhere until it becomes back to them. So unless you challenge them.
Fix it up.
No, because Chuck interrupt. No, because of Chuck. Because Chuck you get involved. That's why.
Can I know?
No, we're gonna go God bless Richard. We're gonna go God bless.
Okay, all right. After God bless them. All right.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. God bless. Long time you not say that. I don't know.
All right. God bless. Please hello. All right.
I try learn.
So Chuck with him cleverness a while ago. I tried though. VG.
Yeah.
Say Mr. Ingram speak out a term by saying job description.
Right.
So the job description has changed. So that I'm investigating. However, the qualification for
to get the job
description was changed to facilitate the job description.
Right.
Good. The first time you have to have aspect of accounting.
Right.
And
police background.
Also part of law enforcement. They moved the law enforcement from it to facilitate Dennis Chung because he's an accountant. Okay. Yes. All right. So they want somebody to fit the job description. Yes.
You're gonna make Chuck say
no man, I love to come on the bunk when I say a lie. So in order for VG to fit the job description, yes,
we have to
get the position to fit the job description. We have to
change it. We have to take part of the criteria. Get the job.
Yeah, we have to take part of the criteria.
So your argument is that they make sure it said Chung was supposed to get the job, and they have to change up things, and they give
to facilitate him. To facilitate him.
So me leave it there. So me move on.
Yes, so that is what Mr. Ingram was saying. So that's why Mr. Ingram just make him talk.
Just leave it at Chuck. Don't answer.
That's what Mr. Ingram was saying. So me,
you and Chuck had us fix that little piece there for the regular listener because
remember fix the regular listener.
Nothing can go so.
Remember fix it for regular listener.
You go and fix it first.
There is a job description meaning say, yes, man, the job description for you, yes?
I know exactly what happened now. You know, I know what I'm going.
No, me I try to explain to the listener. Your job description is to be the chairman and facilitate your leader group of people where you are investigating financial crime. That not change. However, for you to get that position, first, before you have to have law enforcement as a part of your skill set. You get me? Good.
Mr. Richard,
let me finish, please. Can I finish?
The reason why you said it again, that's why I want to talk to you now.
We've been done. Nobody can't change what we're done. No, but VG, let me finish it. VG, context matter. VG, context matter. However,
Mr. Richard, can I ask a question to you before you
job description? No, question me yet. The job description has changed.
Mr. Richard, can I put a question to you before you move to the next matter, sir?
No, miss, I still matter with the pan. It still matters.
Can I put a question to you that might add some clarification to our
all right, go on.
Jesus. Yeah. Has the PMP as a party ever nominate anyone to chair the FID that did not have law enforcement experience?
This is irrelevant at this time.
That's my answer.
Answer and move on. Just answer and move on.
And I'm saying to you, this is irrelevant, so let me continue.
I
don't know. I don't know.
All right, good. You don't know.
Good. So can I move on?
Good.
Can I move on? Oh, wait. All right.
Yes.
So Richard Point said the job description is for the chairman to oversee the investigation of financial crime. Now we want a CEO. So the CEO first was you have to be a chartered accountant and also include have experience in law enforcement. Because you want to give you Richard the thing, because you Richard is a chartered accountant, yeah? And you want you Richard to be the head of it. You not to facilitate you Richards, you move law enforcement because you Richard don't have no experience in law enforcement. Yeah? No, you Richard have got the position as a chartered accountant. That the organization need an investigator, you know. Somebody investigate. So we are going to employ somebody else.
Financial, not the investigator.
Wait, no, man. Yes, so we are going to see it now. One time before now, the one person of the two, but supposed to have the two expense of it both. No, we are going to have to pay two different persons.
Mr. Richards, you are.
Let me finish, man.
Mr. Richards,
make him finish. Let me finish now.
Yeah. So VG, right now, instead you have one person with the capacity to do the two things, you have to have two persons. So you are paying two persons to do what?
No, make him done. I feel that. Make him done now. Make him done. I suppose he never there. If you never
so
there.
After me, I know him, you know. So VG, I must say we love to talk, you know. So me I clarify, so after me I say, God bless. So me talk. So
land, you have to land Richard.
Me land no man. I will land move on.
We can't give Richard feed time on my time.
Yeah. So wait now. So you're the point to me again.
I'm more talking now.
Wait now. Jesus, the long and short of it is all me I say. What Mr. Ingram said is correct. However, the only mistake he made is that the job description changed. The job description not changed.
Manners.
So the only thing changed is to facilitate, is to take out. So, let me land this. Land this. Island.
The general vex now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't mind one after God bless and I got this give Richard feed time.
Go on.
Yeah. The job description never changed. The requirement didn't change.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Blair.
And the qualification changed. Right? The job description is to investigate financial crime, of which Mr. Chung is the head. But one question me I go ask my friend Chuck now. Is the government who employed Mr. Chung? Is the government who chose Mr. Chung?
No, sir. No.
Okay.
No.
A while ago, you just asked you, Richards, if the PNP ever select somebody who didn't have
I stand by that question.
The qualification.
And I stand by that question.
Okay, well, I stand by the question which I asked you that Dennis Chung was selected by the government.
All right, Mr.
Right? Yeah, you understand that, VG? You're clear on what is happening?
Yeah.
Because if the PNP have somebody who never have the full requirement, and Mr. Chung come back, no. Without the full requirement, it is the same government, PNP government, GLP government. So that the matter is settled. That the matter settles.
Right? Uncle Blair.
General.
Here go on door, right? You know about this thing. This thing is just a political thing because up until Dennis Chung come out and said him don't see nothing wrong with the Prime Minister have 28 bank account. The PMP was okay with Dennis Chung. Is that the reason? Is a political thing, you know? Is a political witch hunt? I think the PMP
it was not okay.
I might
just telling you.
Hold on. Everybody hold on. Edit Blair. Anytime you're not speaking, just hold on mute because of the juvenile in the background. So I mean mute you a while ago. Start back again.
Blair. And then I really Jenna turn still, but Blair, anytime you're not speaking, just mute the mic, yeah.
Yeah, call my grandson.
Yeah, juvenile, yeah.
Hyperactive, yeah. We are clear on the fact that both government appoint who they want to the FID. That's what Chuck said a while
No,
ago.
we are not clear on that point, sir. We are not
Chuck
clear
said
on
the
that
government can't put someone in that place. Now.
Thank you. We are not clear on that point, sir. Maybe you don't agree.
Right. But
would you mind if I read that question?
Why did you ask Richard that question then?
True.
Would you mind if I read a bit of breaking news for you?
Breaking news. That's it now.
Yes, I am just
Hold
reading a tweet.
on.
Ask him why I ask the question. Ask him why I ask the question.
No, when I go. You're right. No, when I go. Let me tell the breaking news. I will try to catch about that vibe. Because
I am reading a tweet from an account that seems to be owned by Damian Crawford that says, and I quote the quote, it said, "Still no answer, not important enough to me, but I'm still not supporting Peter Bunting. Not because of what he has money, but because of what he doesn't have. Love for people. Peter Bunting, hold your position and lead a bank, not a political party."
Boom.
From an account that seems to be owned by Damian Crawford. I have no proof it is owned by him.
All right. Allegedly. I make him make it up.
I said from an account that seems to be owned.
You know, we hear what you say. From the mere fact that you say it seems.
So what? We know you said that. We know you said that, Chuck.
I can come in now.
What is it, Dan?
Can I come in now?
No, I'm not.
Hold on.
Hold on. Everybody have to take over my time.
Yeah, but correct. Make you finish, and I'm going to tell you what go on next. You have to finish first.
Yeah, man. We're not gonna give that the argument and no credence. It's called politics.
We get joke out there.
Yeah, them are gonna milk it for what it is. So we are going to see a while ago. But it is what it is. That come from Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford is not stupid enough to destroy his character in the quest to overthrow the People's National Party. The People's National Party is bigger than both Bunting.
Damian Crawford is ambitious to lead the PMP. So why would you say something like that?
With a statement like that, hurry up and come over here, sir.
Remember after me talking now.
Are you?
So we don't want to mute. All right, me go mute.
No. But try to figure out when you're done. Who next? Hold on. But try to figure out when you done. Who for talk next? That's all we're going.
After you and me.
Yeah, because we have to continue. We only break a while ago to accept the breaking news fan Chuck, but
right. So
news is at no moment. We will continue with the FI.
Me after you, Blair.
We continue with the FI.
Blair, who next?
The terms.
It's me.
The job description.
Me next, man.
The job description and the FI.
But you're time to you already. You can't talk. Yeah, you're waiting. Give him time.
The man talk. Understand, sir?
No,
the man talk. When will I figure it out then? Not do it.
So who will get my time? So now me if you talk after Jenna. So now man get talk. No, but I'm not. Give my time. Come on, give me so you can get up my time.
You get your time already.
Listen, me, man.
God bless. So that get your time.
No, but then
God bless.
Rich, you. I told me, take by that job there, the mediator. I take by the host job there. Then you don't say nothing again. Then you are gonna do after Blair. We're going to go, God bless, we're going to go Jenna, then we're going to go Craig. So we're going to deal with it. It's like a mix-up liquor. After Blair, we're going to go, God bless, we'll give back him time. And we're going to go Jenna, then we're going to go Craig. See? Blair land. Do you see what I'm saying, land? Then we'll go, God bless.
Last thing I was going to say is that the job description of the FID is going to change now with the amendment of the FID Act, where the FID will have to conform to government policy. That is where the changes of the FID is going. When the act is gazetted and passed by the Governor General, then the job description will change. But Comrade Ingram,
that is incorrect.
Just use the wrong word. The wrong word. The wrong word him use?
That is incorrect.
Should I use
The job description of the FID will not change.
The job
FID is only going to get more powers, sir. The job description is not going to change.
You see why me say when them say something, you have to correct them because here's the next man that come and tell us that the job description will change, you know. The job description will not change.
It will not change, Mr. Blair. It will not. What the FID is getting is more, they are expanding the powers of the FID now.
Thank you.
So hold on, so if you expand
no,
it,
that not change job description.
Hold on, man. Can I just finish? I just want to make the one point I am making. So please allow me to make the point. Where the FID and sharing information to external partners is concerned will be subject to government policy. Was that there before? No.
But that is not the job description, DG. I mean,
it is part of the job description for the head.
Mr. Blair, we are correct that you don't go there. That's not a job description.
It is what?
Operation policy that Mr. Blair, operation. Your job description is an individual thing, but you can do.
Right, that's a little thing.
You know, this I never said any strong, you know.
No, but the operation and the investigation arm of the FID and how they do their work, that's not job description. That's an operation.
All right, let's pass that. Let's land off this to someone, Blair. And
Milan. All
right, God bless. Long time. Yeah. God bless.
All right, good evening. I see that certain persons getting some misunderstanding of certain things. And the word is the qualification for the job, Mr. Chow. Certain aspect of the qualification was removed.
But that's not what was said.
Listen. The word remove mean the person job that they are going to do the same job, but the qualification was deducted from 100% to 70%.
Can I ask a question?
Listen to me. Mute your mic. And while you listen to me, good.
Listen to you. So, whenever you pause, I want to ask you a question.
Listen to me, man. I don't want to talk to you.
What is that? You can't do that. Why not?
DG, this gentleman seems to think that you come to attend a basic school where I
don't know if you know to correct you.
I don't want to.
God bless. Never disturb nobody. God bless to speak.
No, but they deal with the man who ask.
No, but they might interject man. Why they might interject man?
System corrupt 9 years and this.
Allow the man to finish.
Listen to me now.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm not on a call. I want for it to be understood. I used to work at a government entity where one specific person used to work, me, myself. And when they brought 3 specific persons to take my job, you know what they do? They deduct, they remove certain aspect of the qualification for those 3 persons to fit in my position.
Okay, all right.
You understand? Right. So I'm making it be clear. It's not the first that they're doing this. It's not the first.
DG, we have no proof of what
listen to me.
Saying.
No, I'm going to Richard, hold on a minute. Me and Chuck are talking. Relax now. Richard.
VG.
You're flexing everybody. Relax now. Yes.
VG.
We're listening.
You listen to when?
I listen to you.
When Chuck was talking and I listen. I listen.
Yes.
Correctly. I listen.
But so, you know, things that sometimes someone will interject and try tell us that something does sound away. And you know, sometimes we get somebody a blind.
Then Chuck attack, you know, nobody interject, so if you low it.
But everybody interject anyway.
No, I try to interject and you know what stop. So if you low him at the car.
VG, respectfully, it was good being on your program and thanks for my time.
You don't answer nobody's question.
No, God bless.
You don't answer nobody's question.
God bless. Future conversation, please.
Red shots, Bill.
I have a question for him and I don't want him to go.
No, but hold on. I'm going to say something to Richard. Richard, you see the road where I run?
You have to just cut off few breaks and never listen to nothing them say a while ago, you know, just because I will deal with it. Him say me don't hear from nobody don't question me. Listen to my story.
Exactly.
Joke thing that Richard.
DJ, I have a question to you before you go to Mr. Richards.
You
and
all
then
are
run.
there for morning. And we are talk, we are make a point, and me never hear you tell nobody, so shut up, me don't want to hear from you. Shut up, me don't
Listen,
talk to you.
listen, ignorance is a hell of a thing. But VG, I have a question for you. Yes, to you. No, yes, boss, you got talk, man.
And the engineer time, allow the engineer speak and then him talk after the engineer.
No, I am not taking my
It's
time.
the engineer time when you want you not find your
this
TV
question and then
program,
you
Richard,
can
you
talk.
do the same thing. Hold on, Jenna, I never want you to talk. You know, I don't want you to talk. Some other bridge there when nobody don't want to hear him talk. Boy, hear him
Yeah,
talk.
I'm more up. That's the thing.
Nobody don't want to Yo, Jenna, hold on, look at Jenna.
Always no one wait. You always want to come just
No,
and
I just like you a while ago when somebody was talking and you interrupt the person to ask a question.
No,
I
I
wanted
never
to
ask a
do the
question.
same.
Never. I not do that.
Yeah.
You do it all the time.
Oh, God.
Hear the question that I asked, VG. Two questions.
Yeah.
With everybody talking about FID and what they removed to allow Dennis Chang to come in. First question, was Dennis Chang the person that got selected first? That is the number one question. Did that person have the background of accountants who got selected before Dennis Chang, who refused, who denied the job? That's the second question. That's a police. That's a police. And the third question, the person who had the post before Dennis Chang, did they have police background?
Richards, me might ask still enough. But let me see my right.
Is that the question? I mean, ask. You want me answer?
Me ask. But yes, go on, Chuck. What is it, Chuck?
Okay. So I ask the question.
How many times did they advertise the position before circling, before they had to remove?
Yes, before they removed
the
police background. Yeah.
Okay.
How many times was it advertised?
VG.
Go on now.
VG.
Richard.
It is evident. It is evident that persons who apply and were overlooked. Evidence is that. So somebody was applying overlook. So not like they select nobody. They overlook the person.
So, no, you answered it now. What's that question? Hold on, slow down, man. The question was
VG. The person who got the job first.
Right.
There was somebody who got the job.
Stop, right? Did they have the qualification? Both the
and they denied the job because they get a bigger position somewhere else.
Why were they? Right,
go on you. Answer the question.
Yeah, me answer the question. The person that I talk was Fitzbailey. Fitzbailey never got the job. Fitzbailey applied for the job and he never got the job.
Fitzbailey got the job.
Fitzbailey had never got the job. Fitzbailey was never. Fitzbailey, listen one. VG, listen VG. Let me one. I make the debug.
VG, just Google it. You know, VG, just Google it, please.
Go on, Richard.
Fitzbailey, just Google it.
Me Google it. I'm putting it out on camera. I make you see. If I did the affirmative, I go apologize.
Please do. Please do. I prefer you do that before you answer. The second question is the person who had the job before they started to look for somebody else. Did that person have security or police background? That's the other question.
Can I answer that one? The person who was there before them started to seek was acting. The person was the IT manager who was acting in the role.
And Fitzbailey turned it down.
Fitzbailey turned down the offer. Him get it,
turn it down.
And him turn it down.
You Richard your time.
Richards. Oi. You can't
research, man. When research come up with what you say. Man. No, me I do.
So what difference with you that them on the research on yours?
My research, yeah.
So VG, you realize that you can't just come out and you at the second thing now we make speech and already mischallenge him to go do research, you know.
Answer
so question of speaking and things that is not informed.
And then go back to do the research. Please do the research before you answer question.
And don't shout after people if you don't know. Oh God, you bad me up like say they know 100%.
So let me go now. Thank you. Beg on my time.
What the third question, Greg?
Oh, and the third question was.
Let me just answer. Let me read them again. Fitz-Bailey was actually offered the top job as financial investigator director earlier this year, but turned it down because he was selected. Listen to me, man. He was selected in the first round of the selection procedure and declined the offer 6 days after he was extended in January 2025. So he was, listen to me, man. He was offered the job. You get me? I say, and him declining.
There's a word that you used a while ago called selected.
Jesus Christ. Listen to me say that. Let me read it again. Fitz-Bailey was, when we read the man, Fitz-Bailey was actually offered the top job as the Financial Investigation Division FID earlier this year. But he turned down.
He turned it down. Okay.
He turned it down. He was selected in the first round. Good? And he turned it down. So continue now.
Hold on,
Craig.
What would that say?
So what we say we're wrong.
So So are you saying that? So me go on the point now. Say Fitz-Bailey was what have any accounting? Fitz-Bailey was.
No, you Richard, you call us liars when we.
You said you was working there.
And that's why you need to clarify.
I said, listen to me, man. Wait, me a big man. I say me I got to do my thing, and he was. The next question is.
Then apologize.
No, I'm not going to apologize because I never say what that apologize. I said I don't know if I'm going to apologize. I'm going to do research myself. No, me do it. I'm done. So listen, now. I'm going to look at Fitz-Bailey qualification and what was the qualification? What was the what you call it now? What was the criteria for the
But you still don't apologize the fact that the man was selected for the job.
No, man, una beat over bush, man. Go on, continue now.
Alright, you call us liars. Make a leg of it. Leg all on you. Don't say that at all. Craig, go on. Are you still out here kicking out with that?
The third question was that how many times was the job advertised before the committee decided that, okay, this is a factor. The security aspect is a factor because we're getting people with accounting positions who are qualified, but they just don't have the security. And the people then with security, they don't have the rest of qualification.
Oh, so that's why
that is why they remove it.
Okay, yeah, that makes no sense. Richard, that sounds simple.
You know, Craig. One about
about this.
I say.
Yeah, he returned to Jenna still.
Is the appointment of Dennis Chung a conflict of interest?
Is the appointment
became a conflict of interest? Well, no, it became a conflict of interest when you guys made it a conflict of interest.
Mr. Blair, all right, that's why I do want to come in long time to tell this meeting. This is a very important part.
Why did the gentleman excuse himself on the Prime Minister's case?
All right, good. I've been waiting on this.
If it wasn't a conflict
Hold on. DJ, I'm going to answer this and I'm going to shut up for the rest of the day because I feel your time. So let me answer this. Mr. Blair, I heard this question asked the other day and I was on up live and I think I was telling the host that somebody was trying to trap him in with this question. Let me tell you this. In the interview, Mr. Chang stated that he recused himself from the investigation. And let me tell you why what he did was the best thing. VG, if these people carry around the man name, ground Jamaica say him not forget the post, See, because he only know of the account. And then slaughter him here, there, and everywhere, VG. And then out of the blues, you hear say him a lead the investigation upon the Prime Minister. After they say Prime Minister put him there to tie up things. VG, wouldn't it be better for him to say, all right, you know what, for transparency, me I go take with myself and make the rest of people them do the work. So at the end of the day, when they done, nobody can say me have nothing to do with it.
Me can read this, please.
Hold on, my time.
No, me don't want to read something.
That's what he did. That's what he did. He recusing himself, so nobody can say he have nothing to do with it.
It's so
engineer, me can read this. Me can read
no,
something.
Richard,
please.
no, Richard. But how long we have up, Jenna?
No, man, DJ not time, no, man. DJ.
Yeah, Richard, hold on, a long time I bad up, Jenna. Give him a little time, give him time.
I enjoy a little conversation, but when me assess the VJ, for earlier, I should have looked point just you know. I'm never tell this. You see the same persons who are saying Dennis Chung must not get this job. It's the same persons who actually hired Dennis Chung to do their account in their company. The only reason why they have an issue, the only reason why they had an issue with this man is because when they asked a question in an interview, he said nothing is wrong if a man
28 bank account.
28 bank account. And that is weird. That is because if it's never that, you know, you wouldn't be on this platform or any other platform.
So they use that to say him kind of bias.
Exactly. No, bias. That's all it is. And it's politics. I understand. It's politics. That's it. I understand where the reason coming from.
And the man say, I'm going to can care about the mix up. Yeah,
all right. So that's why he refused himself from it because it's the same thing where it show. You understand? So we have this thing to which moving myself away from the investigation. Other things are there, other investigation going on. We will govern them, but because I didn't make a public comment on that, I rather to take away myself from that because I don't want to conflict of interest. And that is all it is.
Alright, so my time now. So we can't come in now. VJ, my time now. VJ, my time now.
And my time now, so we're going down.
No, I never do nothing. No, me will clarify. Me want to read something in my time. Let me read this. The qualification for the head of the financial investigation. Listen me now, man. The prayer. Listen, I'm reading.
Why you bad up? Are you chat already?
Me? Me never chat yet. No, me don't go see them ask me a question and me go to research it and say, yeah, me can see it. So listen this down now. Listen this now, VG. VG, the qualification, the farm, the current before.
Philly, a bias place in there, man. A PNP player. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. Let me read this.
You love that one. You love that one.
Let me read this. Let me read this.
You love that one. That's so quick.
Wait a minute. Let me read this, please. The qualification, listen, man. Before they listen this. The qualification for head of the FID investigation initially include 12 years of law enforcement experience with a list enforcement experience with 5 years at the senior management level. They have to have a strong law enforcement background practice that span over 2 decades. However, the requirement was changed and the new criteria include 12 years of related experience in managerial level with 5 years as a senior manager level. Specify no specific law enforcement requirement. The current head of the FID is a certified chartered accountant with 35 years experience accounting and financial management. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in management accounting. Get to me, I said? So VG,
I don't know.
Mean that they must take out the law enforcement to facilitate Dennis Chung.
No, they did not take it out to facilitate the gentleman.
Wait a minute, VG, may I read the cleaner book?
I hear exactly what you're saying, but we kind of got through that situation there.
Just read this line.
VG, ask him this question. If they had take out the law, ask this question. If they had take out the law enforcement and there was somebody else who got it apart from Dennis Chung, would it be okay with it?
Can I respond now? The conflict of interest come in when Dennis Chung, had on the radio and public said that
VG
find no problem with the Prime Minister owning 20 account.
That's stop. Let's all stop. We are all saying the same thing. You said the other thing is because he said he had no problem with the Prime Minister 28 accounts.
Then that's not make it to be a problem for him.
Hold on. That whole other talk that we eventually found out wasn't that their problem because everything worked out. The 28 accounts.
Isn't that a conflict of interest if you have investigation? VG, I can't ask a question. VG, I can't ask a question.
But oh God, again.
Let me ask you a question. VG, isn't it a conflict of interest? If me, yes, I go investigate you and me prior said me not a problem with VG.
But the man did not investigate the Prime Minister. The man recused himself.
Let me stop. Hold on. Let me answer your question and Chuck the talk. Let me answer your question and Chuck. Him will just lock off and then you make Chuck talk. You asked me if it would have bias because in advance he said there's no problem with the 28 account. I would say no because it's a
conflict of interest. Not bias. Would it be a conflict of interest?
Listen, so let me talk now, and I would still say no because you know the person's position and maybe as a top accountant you realize 28 account. He had information on the accounts well through the IC they put out long time what's going on with the 28 accounts. See in that time.
VG, what's conflict of interest, VG? What's conflict of interest?
What is conflict of interest? If the bias in him thought in advance to the case when we take on.
What was the capacity that he was responding in?
All right, so let's take a chuck. Let's take a chuck. Come here, what you're trying to say. I don't think, Yes,
let me add something first, DJ. In 2014, there was a big news come out about the cost and the number of overseas trip that the then Prime Minister was taking. It was Portia Simpson at the time and how much it was costing the public and The very same Dennis Strong in an interview was asked. And Dennis Strong said, there's nothing wrong with that. The Prime Minister can't travel as much time as they want. Nothing wrong with it. It's not the foolishness. 2 weeks after that, Dennis Strong was appointed to head the National Solid Waste Management Authority. Nothing was wrong with that. Right? So it's not the first time in an interview Dennis Strong speak his mind on an issue. And then get nothing wrong with that because he speaks his mind. But we're not going to say, how many times was the position advertised? The position was advertised about 3 or 4 times, somewhere around there. So you know why they have to advertise it over and over, VG? Because they weren't getting the candidates that they want. So guess what? Right. In order to, they realized that more people was applying that did not have the law enforcement part. So them changed to say, yeah, what? These people are allied. These people have the qualification. The only thing I hold them back is this. So make we take it out and advertise. It is simple.
Right, that's it's
simple. Thirdly, as when Hugh Richards said, and this is where me tell you the when them say something, you have to correct them. When Hugh Richards say about them have to go now, hire somebody different with the law
as the police
lie, because all of the investigators, the police that are assigned to them are police that are assigned to them that do that part of it. So when he said them have to go hire somebody else with the law enforcement experience, he's either lying or is misleading the people. They don't need to hire nobody else.
Can I ask that question, please?
Secondly, hold on.
No, you see, you know what I mean?
There's a man in Jamaica named Kenneth Black. Is Kenneth Black an architect? No, but he run on the biggest construction company. You know why? Because he hire people who know the work.
So what's your point?
What's your point? Strong being the head of the organization don't need.
If there was VG, if there was a conflict, why Chung? If it was the conflict, why Chung recused himself from the investigation? If it was a conflict,
why just explain that to
you? VG.
If because of people like you,
why did he himself?
Because
why did he himself?
People like you, why not do it?
Yes. That's why it sounds like
you. Uno? That's why it sounds Uno? VG, they might look stupid. Man.
You, tell me, hold on, VG, let me ask a question. VG, let me ask a question. You, hold on, no, let me ask one question. You, hold on. No, let's ask a question. I'm not making a statement. Just ask a question.
I'm still waiting.
Hold on. What?
You
see,
no, well, oh, Chuck, you have me think me that get a chance to ask the question.
It's one of the wickedest political, you see, one of the wickedest thing where you have a, forget what they call it now. You see, when you can't attack the argument, you attack the person. And if you notice, you, Richard, just stop attack everybody. We are fool and we are idiot. Attack the argument, you, Richard. You don't need to attack me. You don't need to attack Craig.
You're not allowed to attack the argument. You're not talking about me.
You have to call me fool. You have to call me nothing. Me not call you fool. Me not call you idiot.
No, but
I am attacking your argument.
Me not call you fool.
I am attacking your argument.
There was not a conflict. Why did the gentleman refuse himself?
Because
that's the question.
Can I answer the question? Let me just answer the question for the last and final time. You, the other day
it's wicked.
In Parliament, well, I know. The other day in Parliament, there was some form of thing. You see, in Prime Minister investigation in regards in the Prime Minister, right? And the House Speaker was there. Chuck can correct me. The House Speaker was there, and I think at one point the House Speaker would have stepped aside, give up her seat to the Deputy Speaker because of the nature.
Conflict of interest. That's why she did.
No, conflict of interest.
Exactly.
No, all right. No,
thank you.
If you said that Dennis Strong is this and in that and a government making get the work and all of that, and he's the head, and he might do investigation, but him at the head of the company, and the man come out and say, the man come out and say, for the sake of clearing this thing and not cause confusion, me I go take myself and hide round and back. So when the investigation done, people like you and Mr. Blair can call up my name because me never did the about when he did that do.
Can I answer now? Why would you do that if there was no conflict of interest? Why would you do that if there was no conflict of interest? Why would you do that if there was no conflict of interest?
I am still on my time.
Craig,
I am still on my time.
Craig, you don't have no moral authority.
VG.
So nobody put it so.
VG.
Yeah.
For the rest of my time, just listen to this for me, please. Nobody, just listen to this for the rest of my time.
I hear in arguments. By far the most common is the straw man, which is when you distort someone's original argument into something it's not, and then you can easily attack or
Chuck. AI that time, Chuck. Nobody with the AI business.
Yeah, you right, that's
how we spend our money. And the other person says, oh, so you think we shouldn't have any fun anymore? Next is the ad hominem. Most of you guys probably know this. It's very common in political arguments. It's simply where you attack the person instead of the actual argument itself. So if you say, oh, that person's ugly or that person's an idiot, instead of actually addressing the argument. Next is the...
There you go.
Simple, one tree. Simple.
Attacking the person rather than the argument.
The argument. It's simple. A big thing. Yeah. Right. You get your forward. You can get a big forward. You can get a big forward.
All right.
It's simple.
All right. So I might.
Yeah. Don't make you get the forward off of you, Blair. Don't make you get the forward off of you.
No. They're not getting no forward off of me. Because for the mere fact that the chief executive officer, after recuse himself months after taking the job, would suggest that he should have done that before taking the job. Why didn't he decline the job?
Want to continue abashing for the boss saying by
no. The only reason why him come out and speak to nationwide, Judge Davis, to say that him recused himself.
Yes.
What fuck we have said him recused himself? What other information we have to substantiate the fact that him say him recused himself? Him can come tell the public that. And him fully engrossed in it.
Stop like you have no sense. You have to work with what he said. What are you running down? What you're saying not making any sense.
No, you have to work with what I said.
But Mr. Blair, where is your argument going? What you're saying is not making sense.
I enjoy the argument. But
I am questioning the man's credibility.
You cannot question his credibility because you are the one who damages credibility. You are the one who... You are the one on
No,
your
I
party.
take the job.
Mr.
And the mere fact that he
Mr.
take
Blair,
the job.
BG,
Well,
let me talk to you because I can't talk nonsense. BG,
I am
these
on my
people,
time,
after they
Craig,
use the
I am
man,
on my
them
time.
use him and them use him and
Craig,
put him
I
in a
am on my time.
management position. Now here the man come as a political analyst on a show, giving his opinion on something that the presentator asks him about as a political analyst. He's giving his opinion, right? Before anything, couple months after that, the man apply for the job. Just like Mr. Blair, just like anybody else, the man apply for the job. The man get the job, assassinate the man character, and then all of a sudden the man say, you see, because me no want cast corruption again. No, because you're talking foolishness and what you're saying not making you sound like you have sense.
Go on.
Make can't time me anyway.
I know after time you again. You're crazy, man.
Hello, you talk already. You shut up, you come out of
No, me don't get no time. Me don't get no time yet, because
you have a talk after you talk, me have a talk.
Craig.
No, I can't dominate the program, and the same come match up a platform.
No, but Craig, just start. Look how long you don't say nothing, Richard.
Me? Okay, let me finish. All right, you. No, you. That's cool, man. Let me cool. From the mere fact that you have to recuse yourself from the investigation would show that it is a conflict of interest.
All right.
You never say no reason when people say, oh, everybody justify it. Say, okay, the man, all right, him qualified for the
BG, in that time, they Google what means the program.
Interrupt the man. Let the man talk, no man.
No, man, I Google me. BG, Google in that time, be what is conflict of interest. Please, do it for me. Please, I read.
Hold on. If him take the job, if him say him qualified for the job, and everybody say, oh, him qualified for the job, sit down at your desk and do the job. And that you get papers. Sit down there and do the job.
Greg,
so what you want to tell me, say, if there is conflict of interest on every job, every investigation that fall within within the FID, you're going to recuse yourself. So what am I pay you for? If you recuse yourself, go around the back room, go sit down and cock up your foot all out. Somebody else to do the work. You take the job. You're supposed to have it in your knowledge and your head. Say, I have fear enough and justified enough to carry out the job without fear or favor. Recusing yourself from the job would suggest that you are not qualified for the job.
Okay.
So we are run go. We are
Can I get my time now?
My time now. No, hold on.
You get the job to the job.
Good. Hold on. Conflict of interest. A situation in which a person is in a position to derive personal benefit from actions or decisions made in their official capacity. Lord God. A situation in which the concerns or aims of two different parties are incompatible. I don't see that situation on the conflict of interest.
Can I just get my liquor?
Can I just say
20
something
minutes?
to Mr. Blair?
Hold on, Olympic. Let me get my liquor 20 minutes.
No,
Jenna, don't get us yet.
No, Craig, no move. Yesterday, it came on the news that a judge that was in the army with what's this? The head of communication, Ruel Reid issue. Recuse himself from the situation because he, the judge, and the plaintiff were soldiers together. Is it that he's not competent? That's what I'm asking.
The judge never does
Mr. Blair, let me get... No, Mr. Blair, you don't know... Can I get my time now?
Craig, shut it down. Video can't tell the Craig.
No, I am going to shut my mouth. No worries, I'm going to point out.
You want to the program?
No, I don't get a run now, I don't get a run.
Saka, you talk over the whole of my section.
Exactly.
Mr. Blair,
you still want to answer the question.
Craig, I PNP page in the partner, say no buy.
Yeah, man, that's why I want to get me like 30 seconds and come down.
So you have a whole good mute. Nobody talk when nobody talk.
All right.
Blair, you answer a question.
What answer? What the
Yes,
question? I don't remember.
the man is asking about the judge. The judge was there before the case. In Dennis Chung situation, the case was there before him get the job. You understand that?
Okay, yes, yeah.
So there are two separate situations that. You understand? Two separate situations. It can be interpreted that them give Dennis Chung the job to go interfere with the case. That is the speculation on the ground.
That's why.
So
No,
interrupt him, not DJ.
Don't interrupt him. Whether him recuse himself or him not recuse himself, people are going to say him falls with the job if certain argument come out of the FID. He can't get way out of that, you know. Public perception will always say him go there to go fool around the job, and that him was placed there for. He can't get way out of public perception.
Can I get time now? Your time gonna be short, because Richard's gonna rush me and say you talk already.
No, me not talk long. Me not talk long.
Yeah, but
no, listen to me. These people don't know the word of conflict of interest. They don't know the meaning of conflict of interest.
But really to them a while ago, definition.
No, they don't, but they don't understand. Let me tell you. Our Olympic come up and give a perfect example. Mr. Mann said the case, the judge was there before the case. That's a lie. The case went there in front of a judge that knew the plaintiff. And because he or she knew the plaintiff, he or she recused themselves because they don't want it to look biased. He also said that Mr. Chung, the case was there before Mr. Chung got the job. That's a lie.
Damn lie.
Mr. Chung, that's a lie. Mr. Chung got the job, and it's just the other day that the IC sent the case over to the FID in the job. That's a
foolishness.
Can I continue? Can I continue? Can I continue?
Everybody hold on.
Can I continue?
Everybody hold on. Who that talk? Craig, you that make a point.
Yes.
This is that part that we talked about a while ago still. I don't think you're correct this so still. But
can I correct? Can I correct you?
Go on then. Huh?
When did, first of all, I am going to allow the PMP personnel on this platform to tell when Dennis Chung got the job. And secondly, in the time that Dennis Chung got the job, when did the IC ended their investigation and send over that case to the FID for further investigation?
Yes.
When did they did it?
The FID said, we know the FID said, let me answer. The FID sent it over.
Look it up, man.
BG, you look it up. I don't want them to answer.
Look it up.
When did they refer the case to the FID?
Dennis Chung get the job.
I am not asking you anything, sir. I ask BG.
All right, hold on. If leave it alone. Leave it alone. We'll soon go right. We'll soon go back to it. Craig, you land.
No, I'm land now. Secondly, when we talk about, let me land on this. When we talk, that's conflict of interest where the judge is concerned. If the judge would have taken the case same way, knowing the plaintiff as a friend, that is conflict of interest. But the judge would recuse themselves. No, Mr. Chung.
Let the man finish. You make the man done, man, and make we move to the next point, man.
No, Mr. Dennis Chung knows that his name is being slandered in Jamaica about being a friend of the party and a friend to the Prime Minister based on his comment, how they slandered his name. And Mr. Chung, with the integrity that he has, because he's a man of integrity, to know that, hey, before, instead of causing another uproar, I know that this is my job and I have a job to do, but nevertheless, there are other persons there competent can do the job too. I am going to step aside and let them do the job and send back the information to the IC without IC in it. I have any partake.
Incorrect.
All right.
He did not
say that. All right, we can stop because I don't know why we are so confused. But Craig, the FID, they were sent it over September 24, and Dennis Chung was 25. They in May 25. So
they send over what?
Send over what? The FID thing never go over 24.
I see send over the information on the Prime Minister when. Refer the Prime Minister to FID when.
All this financial affairs were referred to financial investigations by the
September
Intelligence Commission in
17,
September 2024.
That's correct. That's correct.
See?
So
Thank you.
So you're saying
then
I'm saying
first, the job was June 2025.
Make him ask him question. Because just wrong. People make mistakes. Just relax.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, correct. Yes, King.
When did the IC refer further investigation on the Prime Minister
Commission of
to
Jamaica
the FID for further investigation?
To the FID.
When did the IC refer? Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. When did the IC go to Parliament and ask them?
Stop.
Jesus, I am not talking to you, sir.
Stop the Ingram. Ask again.
When did the IC went to Parliament and asked the Parliament that they would want to pass the say that they ended the investigation and referred it over to the IC for further investigation?
I do not know when they went to the Parliament, but right now we know it was sent to FID on September 2024. I don't know when it was announced in a Parliament that happened, but it was referred.
But the Prime Minister went. Why never got through it because the Prime Minister went to court?
No.
Stop it.
Hold on. What kind of one like this? I don't want to there too long. But get headache. I love laugh and everything.
Let me learn.
Yeah,
I am going to learn and present. I am going to learn and present this. I am going to learn, and when it comes back to me, I'm going to present it to you. Jesus, no, I am going to present it to you.
Right, big up. Thank you.
I am saying to you, conflict of interest is not what Dennis Strong did.
No, we left that.
Right? So stop saying, Mr. Blair.
Just Blair, but try to get him to stop, Blair.
All right. Mute.
Make him finish. Sorry, I'm not disrespecting Greg, but that's why Blair knows every time him talk, you talk longer. Continue.
No, man, never end because as you said, him now give me a chance to do. So maybe just end this up.
No, but you say you're going to come back with some better evidence.
I am going to. Yes, I am waiting on my time to come back around.
All right, big up. Olympic, you say attack for a couple seconds. That's what we. All
right.
You get a bad up to you that defend it a while ago to you have to take peace side to
Yeah, man. If I'm wrong, I'm ready to apologize, right?
Manners.
I looked up what you said.
Yeah.
So, me say 2024. I don't know if the time fly over with.
Yeah, that's all I'm missing. I don't know.
But one thing I must say is that PNP has shown us that once you go against what they subscribe, you are deemed as a demon. Why would
suppose they're saying sometimes we are correct? You don't say since you see the information, you run the apology till Craig come back. You can't run an apology. So you know what I'm saying? Wrong.
Me say based on what me say is 2024. So I would apologize. But the point of what
don't take out the butt off, man.
No, me I come to something else me I come to.
Go on.
Listen, any labor right. Look here, VG.
Yes, sir.
Any labor right come and talk to you.
Yes,
and
sir.
Don't apologize is a PNP.
Yes. Any labor right that talk.
Hello.
Don't apologize.
Hello, be careful what you're talking about, because
I know
Mr. You not apologize to them.
Who?
You
don't apologize.
One time already. Him give one already. How much time you want to apologize?
Him not apologize, VG. Come on, he come like Mark Golding.
Him run one apology already.
He is a representation of his party leader. Listen to me, VG. If it is that Mr. Chang had suggested that the Prime Minister could fly out to take care of business of this country anytime she wants, because that is what we elected the party to do, to give us a leader, and she sees it fit, even when we never did make no money. She sees it fit to go out there and look money for it and look investment for it when never come. And Mr. Dennis Strong had agreed with it, that it's supposed to be done. And 2 weeks later, he was given a job.
A big job.
A big job at NSWMA, right? The Jamaica Labour Party never take him down, you know. They have him there until he got the position at the new entity, you know, at FID, you know. He was the chairman of NSWMA.
I never said
PNP time, you know.
You're wrong again.
Lord, that Almighty.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong, man.
You're
wrong.
You never see this so long. You never see this so long.
The man that come from Jamaica Football Federation
Yes, that's what
to FID.
JFF?
Yes.
Why you won't get some knowledge before you come from the platform Olympic?
No, you're right.
Apologize again.
Hey, the engineer is the only labor right we can admit. The engineer and Carl Lewis are the only two labor to admit when JP ran. No other labor right never do it.
The man does apologize for one wrong when make a while.
No, man, I tell you, the engineer and Carl Lewis are the only labor to say PMP do something good. No other labor never said that.
Yeah, something good. Can I finish, boss man? We can't finish,
Go on. Yes, Olympic. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, is it that the PNP give position and award people based on their feelings about the person? Because we have seen over the years that if you don't abide by what the PNP say, they either throw you out or them demonize you. And yesterday was a typical example of their behavior in Parliament. You get what I mean? I want us to take these things as examples of how leadership work, right? And when we are choosing leaders for Jamaica, we can't choose leaders based on his emotional or her emotional feelings, but based on logics and what is right and have integrity that we can sit on. One Prime Minister, Andrew Holness.
Olympic. Hold on. We're cussing my relative go, but the last one. How the last one him say again? We're cussing? I'm going to let him go. You're finally get time, you know. We are cussing.
Jesus, peace, like that.
Richard.
The engineer, that's not the Jedi. Wait, man.
The man that come on solid ways.
Wait, man. Let me say something, man. Listen to me now. Wait, man. Where me I say? Stop there. My time now, you know.
Go on,
all right. I want to go on the conflict of interest same way. And listen, me alone. Yeah.
You alone.
VG.
Yes, sir.
You were appointed to a position based on public sentiment. If I'm PMP sentiment, but based on the PMP are part of the public, based on the opposition objection to you get the post and as conflict of interest. You follow me so far? The fact that you recuse yourself from taking part in the same thing where the PMP are opposed to you get the job to be. Though you prove the PMP wrong, say it was conflict of interest. Yes or no? Listen me clear and think if we answer me, you know.
But you understand the man. Understand the man.
No, man, understand. Where did the facts in front of BG?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Writers will get me nice little job. The PNP outside of my front door are protests. Some man I'm gonna see that long time out there protest.
VG.
And everybody, hold on, man. Everybody, I deal with me. I be thinking that everybody they good. Can be so work.
VG, you ain't a VG, man.
Hold on,
VG.
tell me story that you want to ask me what tell me story.
VG.
When I hurt my feelings, I'm gonna think we could have do it. When I hurt my feelings, I'm gonna try and hold it. I'm saying no what? Yes, if you're a long life, I'm gonna let go that one there. I don't know why that one is so serious.
All right, so VG, listen to VG.
VG, I am here for people to apologize to me.
VG, wait a VG, let me talk again. Hey,
well, I'm breaking news. Maybe the breaking news, Richard. Breaking news.
Dennis Strong was appointed chairman of NSWMA board on April 22, 2015. With a new board that was named following the resignation of the previous board. He continued in the role for several years, leading the boards through governance improvements and operation oversight. His tenure as chairman lasted until the board term ended on January 28, 2024.
So where your point?
24.
You're right.
2024.
Right.
That's how
Yeah, what's your point? Where your point?
Yes, I
So my
think
point is that. Let me say what. So you already know what my point. Let me tell you, my man.
He might try to fix up my argument.
Yeah,
he might try to fix up the board.
No,
VG.
Yes,
VG.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
VG, just tell him when Dennis Chong get the job for me, please. Remember that big thing, tell him. Just tell him when Dennis Chong
24
get
with
the
it,
job.
sir.
No,
2025.
No, you tell him.
2025.
Yeah, but
why say 1 year out? In 1 year out.
All right.
but VG right, no, VG right.
Give my Richard in time. Give my Richard in time.
All right, give me Richard.
It's
All
all
right,
right.
yeah, man.
Olympic,
More.
I work with
Listen to
Olympic,
VG. VG, listen, man. More be rational than VG. Listen to VG, man. Listen to
Go on. Let's try it.
More. I saw me stay. I like get the point. I want people on the fire page. Listen to me. I said, VG. You were before you up before from the day them announced that you were selected. Yes.
Yes.
You were being taught that being conflict of interest based on that case. Yes?
Yes.
You take the job and say, based on my professionalism, I can do anything because I can use my credibility. Yes. However, when the time come now to try that case where you say you can angle as a professional, you recuse yourself. What does that tell you? Say?
Richards, you know, so if you want to win the argument, you better go ask Ingram or somebody else because it's in the situation.
Move on.
Mr. Richards, if he never recused himself and do his job,
move right along.
Mr. Richards will have said no.
Let me move right along. Move on. Wait a minute. We stick by this.
True.
The Auditor General, in his report to the Parliament, said that $570 million is unaccounted for, meaning she not see no receipt fee, but she spend, but she not see receipt fee.
Manners.
The Minister of Agriculture, $872 million also is unaccounted for. However, the minister stated that although the papers were lost, fortunately lost.
The minutes lost, yeah.
The minutes were lost. The minister can attest to the fact that the money was well spent.
The minister said
Isn't that corruption in the eyes of that?
Which part of that is corruption?
May I ask, VJ, may I reason, VJ, may not talk to you?
May I reason?
Yes.
So like a big general.
VG, go on your computer again. Go on your computer. What's the difference between accounted, unaccounted for, and corruption?
No, I understand exactly what you're saying.